Hello, welcome to More Games with Niramas. I'm Joseph, and I'm here today with Racco. We're going to continue, well, I'm going to continue my solo playthrough of this War of Mine with some expansion modules in here as well. And I am a bit early, but I'm ready to start, and I think I'm going to start off by just, catching up a little bit from what happened yesterday. So, in case you haven't seen the other video, you can click the link. If you're watching this afterwards, you can click the link up there and go straight to the first part where I do the setup, sort of, some introduction, and day 1 and day 2. And now it's time to continue here with day 3. So far, it's not gone that great. We lost Anton, one of the characters that we started with. Sadly, he got wounded. He went up here, got sniped when he was searching the heap. And yeah, it is a risk. On the side of the board, when you go to the top floor, you risk getting sniped. It's 1 in a 10. You roll a die. And I've been really unlucky so far in the game. I've been rolling a bunch of 1s and so on when I needed to roll higher. But that's, that's the game. You're playing a game with a die in it. That could happen, right? And card draw and all that. It's and that's why I like the game as well, because it is thematic. The randomness in the game makes sense because, in a real life situation like this, there would be luck involved, randomness and so on. Being at the wrong place at the wrong time and all that. Okay. So, first of all, I'm going to check so that everything works here. I hope that you can hear me fine with the stream. Tell me in the live chat if there's any issues at all with the sound or with the stream. But it looks like it's working just fine here. And we are going to start off with fixing a little error at the end of day 2, which was where I ended off yesterday. Oh, hey, Alex. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I need to think through my options. You're right. Yeah, so at the end of day 2, I forgot that we need to add new cards. It's like it escalates or whatever it's called. At the end of the day, the last thing sort of that happens is this. What's it called? It's not at the end of the day. It's before the crime wave. Yeah. So it gets worse and worse. So I can add night raids cards, or I can add residence cards. I'm going to add the last 2 residence cards because my logic is that residence we can sort of avoid them. Night raids we can't avoid at all. That's going to happen each night. So I'd rather put off that as long as I can. Also, another thing is I still haven't done any board ups. I don't have a weapon. So the night raids right now, I think, are the most dangerous part of the game. And I think this day, during the daytime here, it has to be focused on at least doing a 1 board up and, trying to work, like making a weapon, a hatchet. We have quite a lot of stuff here. So we have the materials that we need. Also have 1 piece of wood over here, which represents 5. We actually have 6 wood and 7 components. We have water, we have food, a saw blade, lockpick, shovel, weapon parts. We have everything we need really right now. Another problem is, though, we only have 2 characters, and in this game you can't really get by having 2 characters. So I think the first action we need to do is to go outside, because then we can draw and resolve a visitor card, and hopefully we can find some help, right? Also, we will soon, because we're going to draw an event card. So soon we are through chapter 1, and then we have completed this objective already. We gave away alcohol and ammo, which means when that happens, we're going to get the reward, which is to get to trade with any token and no trade commission. And by then, I want to make sure that I can trade for maybe a pistol or something really good. I want to get some valuable stuff as well and keep it in my storage for that. That's sort of the plan so far. It's not much of a plan. Again, this game is quite random. We won't know what will happen. And I am scared of these residents, of course. There's new residents out there that we might meet. So we're going to shuffle these into the residents deck. And we also removed the civilians that we met earlier. Which means that this deck now, I think there's some less. I think there's 1 card that is just rats. It's just some sound you heard. But most of these cards now are really dangerous. So yeah, gotta be careful with that. And like, even if we get a gun or whatever, like, it's good, but it's still really dangerous to be fighting. Because you start taking wounds, and that just gets worse and worse, and you need to find bandages and all that. You get into a circle of bad things happening, really, which is scary. Alright, so we are gonna get started with a new day. And the first thing that happens, of course, is the event card. We're gonna start with an event card up here. And then we check, okay, so it says add 1 to the cold space. So it's getting colder. It's up to 4 out of 6. So it's, it's really bad. People will be starting to get ill, which means we also need to find some meds, which might be one of the things we want to trade for later on when we get a chance to trade. We might need to get some meds going. Then the card says snipers. Oh, this is not good. Place this card on the findings pile. At the beginning of the scavenging phase, roll the red combat die for each scavenging character to determine if they were hit and how many wounds they suffer. And you can use prowess to re-roll though. If at least one character was hit, immediately remove this card from the game. So it's going to be out here. When we go scavenging, we might get shot by snipers. That is terrible. Again, I don't want them to get wounded because we saw what happened to Anton. And we need to find bandages in that case. So that is not a good event at all. And also the cold is worrying me as well. We need to do board ups. That's the thing. We are going to head into the day actions. In the day actions here, I think that we are going to start off. I mean, if we take a look at our characters here. So Emilia is not doing that great, I think. But she has 2 actions, at least. I'm using these to mark the actions, right? Pavle, though, he's so fatigued right now that he only has 1 action. He also has 3 misery, which is terrible. So I think what I will start by doing is I'm going to use the cat. And hopefully I can roll between 5 and 7, because then we can lower his misery by 1. So let's do that. And that's a 6. So that's good. Perfect. That means he's petting the cat, he's feeling a little bit better, and he goes down to 2 in misery. So that was good. That was important, actually. Because things could happen and just like raise character's misery by 1, and all of a sudden we lose Pavle, and that would be, that would be game ending, I think. So what we're gonna do with Pavle now, he only has 1 action. We're gonna spend that, and I'm gonna send him over to the bed. So he's gonna take a nap. And that means that we can lower his fatigue by 2. We can get rid of his fatigue all in all, and that's really important right now. We're going to use Emilia. I think we're going to send her outside. Yeah, we're going to send her outside, and we are going to draw and resolve a visitor card. And it says if the number of characters in the group is 2 or less, search the visitor deck for the first arrival card and resolve it. So we're not just going to get any visitor card. Normally, there are cards in the visitor deck that just give you like an opportunity to trade. But since we only have 2 characters, the game is made so at least we will be sure to find an arrival. Someone will show up. So that feels good. So let's look at the visitor deck. And we're going to shuffle it up a little bit and take the first arrival card. And I just dropped it. So... And I also added some expansion things in here. There might be some expansion things. So the first one is an arrival, okay? It says a gravely wounded stranger asks for shelter. If you decide to take this person in, draw a card from the unused characters deck and add them to your group. Which is what we're going to do, I think. Place a level 2 wounds token on them. Oh, so they come in wounded. We'll also get a raw food and 3 vegetables. Oh, wow. I don't even know if we can do that because we have so much. I don't even know if there's... Okay, we'll see. Then remove this arrival card from the game. If you decide not to take this person in, you may buy any items they are carrying. And that's trade commission 3. So we could be trading for this food here. And then shuffle this card back. But we are going to remove the card from the game because we are going to take them in. So it's a... here. We're going to look for who it is. The characters deck. I just hope it's a good character now. That really can help the group. Come on. It is... Oh my. Oh my. Okay. It is Sveta. It's not... It's not what we wanted. Sorry, Sveta, but she's the school headmistress. She has 0 prowess, so you can't reroll dice. She has 9 empathy, which means, you know, she really cares about people, which is a good trait in the normal world, but not that great in this situation because she will, you know, be so depressed over everything. She starts with 2 wounds. So we're going to add her down here. Let's move the cat a little bit. And she's going to be the yellow character. Let's find her here as well. She looks like she has a bag. And why can't I find her? Is that her? Oh. I think I have all the characters here. Or I thought so. Oh, here she is. Here she is. Okay. She's, you know, hard to see who she is because it's painted, but okay, so she has a little book and her bag, and she's going to be the yellow character. We're going to add her in here. Sadly though, since she's wounded, she started off with only 1 action, which is so sad. I was hoping I would get a character that could do some stuff right away. Then we're gonna get, she did bring some food, so we get some raw food and some vegetables, and now I'm a bit worried here that we might not have vegetables. Yeah, I found 2. Let's see if I can find 1 more. Because again, oh, there we go. Okay, so there's 5 in total. So these tokens are finite. So, all right. So we got a bunch of food. We have food basically for, what is it? 1, 2, almost 3 days of food now. So that is great. That's like the best thing right now for our group here is food, which is kind of weird because food is usually what you're lacking in this game. We have food, we have resources. We don't have time. That's the main thing. We need more time. All right, so that was Emilia's first action. Pablo, though, he will get 2 more actions because now he's rested. He would get 1 more. Oh, let's see, we can fix this. He has hunger 2. So if we give him raw food right now, we need to do this. He will go down to hunger 1. That means he has 2 more actions to do this day. Emilia has 1 more action. She's fatigued, so it doesn't help if we feed her. Well, we could send her to the bed, I guess, but I don't know, Ime. Like, Ime is asking in the chat, do we even want to go out scavenging? I don't know. So, yeah, so Sveta has 1 action. She only has 1 action. We have a total of 4 actions now to use. And I am going to, so she's back here and he's back. I am going to try to get a 4th character right away because we have so much food and we already have water. So I'm not that worried about like having mouths to feed. So what we're going to do is we're going to send Sveta out here. That's her first job, is to go out here and find someone else. Emilia, she's going to do the workshop and she's going to make a board up. So that's going to help us out a lot. And then Pavle, now we have some options. He could go search the heap over here, but we don't really need that many things right now. He could go for parts, for wood, components. But I think he is going to go for the metal workshop and he's going to craft himself a hatchet. We need a weapon to defend us from the night raids. So that's the plan now. Let's resolve this one by one. Let's start with the workshop here. We're making a board up because 1 component and 4 wood. So we'll just take this 5 wood, put 1 back. And that gives us a board up. And the board up tokens, we can board up one of these 3 spaces. And this 1 space I do want to board up first of all. It's over here. And this space says, when we clear the heap, it's going to say here that as long as the hole is here, we cannot use this ladder. So we can't get to the storehouse. It would be really good to get here because getting here, we can start getting furniture cards. So we're going to board up this hole. It doesn't matter which hole you board up really. Because basically it just means that you can, it's going to remove 1 from the total cold count. And it's going to remove 1 from whatever the night raid people take from us or damage us and so on. So that was really good. We have one board up made. We just need some wood, and we could do a second one. Let's do the metal workshop. So we need, what is it? We need, okay, we need 1 wood, 2 components, and 2 weapon parts. There goes our weapon parts, but I really want to make this hatchet because that is going to help us quite a lot. So let's find it. Is it red? I don't remember. It must be red. Here we go. So we have a hatchet. That's really going to help out with the nitrates and so on. It's also really good when you have the hatchet, if you're going to roll the melee die. So this one, you can get a miss, you can get hits 1, 2, or 3 with knives. This is a headshot symbol, so it's only for fighting. There's a 1 in 6 chance that we get a hatchet symbol. If we get that one, that wipes out the whole nitrate card. So it's a 1 in 6. But now we want to put someone, maybe Amelia, that has a prowess on the watch, because she can reroll once with that die. Alright, I'm happy for that. Now let's see who we find. So we go out again. Now this time though, we have 3 characters, so we can't just go for a rival. We just have to take whatever the visitor top card is here and hope that it's a rival. And it's not, it's beggars. Oh, that is so unlucky. That is so unlucky. Beggars are asking for food and meds. If you decide to share, by discarding from the storage, any green yellow tokens with a total value of 5 or more, roll the black die, compare the result with each character's empathy. A result that is equal to or less than a character's empathy, lower their misery by 1. If you decide not to share and you have tokens in storage, so if you have food or medicine and you don't share, then you roll, but then you raise their misery instead, if you roll bad. If you don't have any tokens in the storage, nothing happens. But we do have, I mean, we have so much food here. We can give them some vegetables. That's a value of 5. It is worth it. So I'm going to do that. Shuffle this card back. Okay, so it's still going to be in here. That was sad. I was hoping to get an arrival, but okay. Okay, so wait, what did it say? It say we roll for equal to or lower. Equal to or lower. What we're looking for. All right, equal to or lower. So let's start off with, well, Sveta is not, she's not depressed anyway. Emilia, it has a 3, so we need to roll low now for once. Come on. And that's a 2. Nice. So she goes down to 1 in misery. Pavle has a misery and he has 6 empathy, so we need to roll low. As a 9. Oh, come on. So that doesn't affect him at all. He didn't feel good about, you know, helping those beggars, giving them some food. All right. Oh, that was bad. Oh, well. Okay. So now we only have, wait. Yeah, we have 1 more action. Pavle has been sleeping in the bed. He's doing a metal work. He has 1 more action. So I don't have the wood for it. If I had the wood, well, actually, now I think we'll do the resourceful. We had this card for a while. It's time to use it. But it says when crafting any fitting. Oh, it doesn't count. We can't use that to board up. I was thinking we're going to use it to board up, but that's not a fitting. I don't think so. Because this is something we do on the workshop. Place a new fitting is up there. That's like one separate action. And I have removed the card from after I have them closer by, so I don't need to grab them over there. Alright, so what will we do with his last action? So we have a bunch of options. We could search, which is not that great. We roll 8 to 10, we get a heap findings card. We could build something maybe. No, it doesn't make sense here. We can't do the board up. We could poke about for wood and components. We could poke about for parts. We could search the heap, which is a pretty good idea, I think. We could go to the storehouse. Resolve a furniture card. We could go to the metal workshop. I don't think we can build anything. Like the only thing I would like to build maybe is a knife. But we don't have the weapon part now. We could lockpick the door, which makes no sense at all right now. And we're definitely not going to go up there and get some rubble cleared on the roof. So, what do you guys think? What is mostly important? We have food. We have water. We do need more like wood, I guess. And I think we could get wood from the heap actually. I think maybe that's the way to go. Yeah. And we need to get stuff so that we can trade later on with the stuff. So we can get, like, I think we're gonna need bandages for Sveta. And we might even need some medicine soon as well, because it's quite cold. And we have snipers out there, so we might need bandages. Because people will be sniped when we go out. And we have, I mean, we have the option of not going out, actually. But at the same time, we need stuff. So, not sure. Alright, Yogi Bear is voting for whatever ends in most misery. Well, then you come to the right place. This game is all about misery. You know what? I'm gonna call it. We're gonna search the heap. We need to do that at some point anyway. So we found, oh, no wood. We found 1 water, which is always good, I guess. An electrical part. Never bad either. And 3 components. Right. Now we basically cleared out everything that we can in the house in terms of searching. But we can go to the storehouse. That's what we're going to do tomorrow, I think. Because here we can draw furniture cards, which is really nice. Find more stuff that way. So, yeah, Amy is saying the heap as well. So we're on the same page there. So I think that was the day. We did everything we could, basically. I wish we could do more, but now it is dusk time. So we are going to, everyone is going to drink water, obviously. We have a lot of it. So we're drinking 3 water. And then we're doing food. Sveta is not hungry. So, I mean, we could just give her... She could go hungry, I guess. But there's also this thing in this game, which is a bit weird, I guess. In the board game, it doesn't really happen in the computer game. But if we keep a lot, we can't keep too much stuff. Like right now, we have all the vegetables except for 1, I think. So let's say we go out scavenging, we find 2 vegetables, then we can only grab 1. So let's give her some food here. She gets the vegetable. Emilia is going to eat the canned food. Just get rid of her hunger totally. And Pavle, I think, will eat the raw food. So he's out of hunger. She's out of hunger. Nobody is hungry. So that's a, you know, we gotta look at the. Amy is saying we shouldn't feed her right now. I'm just thinking if we find the vegetables, like if we don't have enough vegetables, that's the. I'm gonna go with this. So, I mean, you gotta look at the positive things going on in this game because there's quite few of them. So at least the misery went down a little bit today, and everybody is fed and you know, got water. So that's good at least. The biggest issue right now, I think, is the 2 wounds over here because we don't have any bandages, and bandages are expensive as well. Holland is saying used to get out of jail for free card. I haven't seen that card yet. Maybe I'll find it later. Right, now we need to decide what to do in the evening. And I don't think anyone can sleep right now. We don't have time for that. So Pavle will be fatigued, and Sveta will be fatigued, and Emilia will go to 2. So she will take a nap tomorrow, I guess, as her first action. If she's still here tomorrow. You never know in this game. So everyone's doing something. Somebody needs to stand guard. And again, I think I want someone that can... The problem is Sveta is so bad as a character in this game. Because she only has 2 inventory. So she can't carry them much. I didn't talk about her spirits, by the way. So A is, if any character in the group is hungry level 3, she becomes miserable by 1. She needs to drink coffee, which we don't have right now. Otherwise, she will be miserable by 1. And comforting talk, lower one chosen character's misery by 2. So that's her best thing, actually. If we can get C, he can lower Pavle's misery by 2 by talking to him. So yeah, I think we're going to have Emilia on guard because she has 1 prowess, and I'm really worried about the night raids right now. And we're going to give her the hatchet so she can defend herself a bit. Then these 2 will go out, and of course they might get sniped, which is terrible. But I sort of have a plan for that. Because we can't have Sveta taking more wounds. That would be just... Because then she might die, and they will get more depressed. And yeah, it doesn't work. So what we're going to do is now... We're going to go into the scavenging phase. We need to decide where we go. Well, it says at the beginning, I don't know what happens first, but... Do we want to go to the construction site or to the... Central Square? I think Central Square is like mostly trading and so on. We can only find shell chems and cigarettes here. I don't like that. I don't like any of these options. We're not going to go to the sniper junction. We have snipers enough. We don't need to. Oh yeah, should I bring the saw blade to trade? Oh, that's a good... Oh, that's actually a good idea. Because we don't need a saw blade in the house anymore. And it's worth 5. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that email. We're going to do that. Maybe we want to bring something else, actually. Let's bring the shell. There's no way we're going to craft ammo anyway. You can bring anything you want, which is a bit of a, like, breaking the game. Since you can lose stuff when the nitrate comes, we could bring all the vegetables with us. Which means they cannot be stolen, right? Because they don't weigh anything. I just feel like it's like breaking the game in some way. I mean, we wouldn't do that thematically. They wouldn't bring the vegetables with them when they go out in the night, because in real life that would be like, I don't know. I'm not gonna do that because I want to play a bit of a role-playing thematic game, and it just mechanically, from a gameplay perspective, it makes sense. Like if you have jewelry and stuff, you can just bring it with you. But I'd rather just stand my ground, try to defend here, and not lose the things. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. So we have a few things though with us. We don't need the saw blade, we don't need the shell. So if we get an opportunity to trade, we should take it. Draco's not gonna eat survivors. Well, I don't think you were here last night, Yogi Bear, but that was... We got a card saying we could eat one of the guys that died. We're not gonna do that. That's just too gross. So anyway, I think we're gonna go to the construction site. It is closest. We're gonna get 14 cards. We could find mechanical part, vegetable, and shovel, which I'm not that excited about. But yeah, there are bars here, by the way, and rubble. Ooh. So actually, maybe we should bring the shovel as well. Let's do that. So if we find bars and rubble, we can take care of it. So okay, let's 14 cards, of course. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 cards. And before we do anything else, we have to see what happens with the sniper. This could go really, really bad. So we're going to roll the red combat die for each character to determine if they were hit. On this die, we have 3 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits, miss, and miss. So basically, this is for shotguns. But this is not a shotgun, right? It's a sniper rifle. So we have 50% chance to be safe. And we're gonna roll first for... We'll roll for Pavle. We can re-roll with prowess, it says here. So we're rolling for Pavle, and that's a miss. Right, good. Now let's roll for Sveta. He doesn't have a re-roll. And that's a miss. That's a shotgun symbol. Nice. She could have died there. If I had, she already has 2 wounds, so she could have died. The thing is, though, this will stay here until someone gets hit. Or until we draw another event card that says replace the old one. So let's hope that the next day we draw an event card that replaces that one. That's the best we can do. And now we need to find bandages. Okay, so we're out here. We have 14 cards. And we are going to start this little mini game here of scavenging. And I think this is the most fun of the game, actually. I like the day phase and everything, but this is the really exciting part here. So exploration's time. We start off with a door. We can peek through the keyhole, return 1 exploration card to look at the next card from the unknown deck, or we can enter, raise the noise by 1, or we can roll for the noise. I think we're going to roll. We're at 1. So we are going to roll for the noise, and we got a 2. Okay, well, we're safe. I don't want to meet residents now. All right, look, next card. Someone is here. Raise the noise by 3. Come on. Open space. There is an open space here. Okay. We need to move carefully. Return 2 exploration cards and raise the noise by 2. Or we can run through, raise the noise by 3 and roll for the noise. Well, we're not going to do that because then we would be up to 7. So that will be almost a guaranteed resident. We're going to move carefully. We're going to return 2 exploration cards and raise the noise by 2. It's still bad, but... Okay, then we have a search the heap. That's good. It's private, but it doesn't matter right now because nobody sees what we're doing right now. Return 2 exploration cards and raise the noise by 1. Or raise the noise by 1 and roll for the noise. I want to avoid rolling as long as I can, so I'm just going to return 2 exploration cards and raise the noise by 1. It's up to 7 now, which is absurd. We're going to do a findings card. And we're going to look for the heap chart. So we found a book, 2 mechanical parts, and we get to roll the die. Not really what I was looking for, maybe, but basically you're going to just have to take whatever you find in this game and be happy with it. So I need to find another mechanical part. It's quite hard to find the tokens in these little boxes, actually. Even though I do like the insert ID, I like that I can move it around. Right, let's also roll the die. We got a 2, which is nothing. So we didn't find anything. And we shuffle this back. So nothing exciting so far. If we get a chance to trade, I will try to trade for a bandage. So we can help sweat out. Then we have rubble. Well, there are rubble here. And we have the shovel with us, so that's good. So we return 1 exploration card. Oh, wow, okay, we are going to meet someone. There's no way around it. We're going to return 1 exploration card. We're going to raise noise by 1. And we're going to roll for noise. And that means... that if we roll an 8 or less, we're meeting someone. That's an 8, okay. So this goes down to 0. Okay, let's see who we met here. It could be less, it doesn't have to be that terrible. Oh, it's soldiers. It's one of those cards that we shuffle in. It's soldiers. Determine the number of soldiers. Roll the black die. It's a 9, so we're meeting 3 soldiers. Oh, this is lovely. Then we need to determine how strong they are, or what weapon they have. The first one has a pistol. Second one has a pistol. And the third one has an assault rifle. Okay. Well, I think we can trade with them. We'll see. So 3 soldiers. Right. Okay, we can surrender by discarding tokens from the findings pile with a total value of 10 or more. Or combat begins. We can't fight them. We're just gonna be... We can't do that. Well, I think this was like the worst card in here that we could find. I think this is the worst card. We can't even trade with them. It's just... Yeah, so we're gonna have to give them stuff. Worth 10. A shovel is pretty easy to... Yeah, a shovel is really easy to build. So let's give them the shovel. It's worth 6. And then we'll give them 2 mechanical parts. We could give them a saw blade. But I'd rather... Yeah, the mechanical parts also weigh. I can't trade here. Not by cards and so on. So we also have weight on the mechanical part. We already have 1 mechanical part at home, and I don't think we're going to craft anything with it right now. We're going to give up these, which is a total value of 10. That's also 3 weight that we get rid of. So again, trying to look at things from the bright side. Then we're going to give up 1 card to talk to them, and we're going to see 707. Oh, wow. Well, nobody said that this game was easy. Right, with guns lowered, these people look far less menacing. There's still a lot of tension, but we can almost see them as they were before the war. A banker, a farmer, an office worker, a postman. People like us. Roll the black die. Here we go. Please don't shoot us. It's a 5. Result of 5 to 6. The commander is a veterinarian, a reptile and amphibian specialist in his fact. His second in command is an architect, and I was a graphic designer at the print shop. We fight with what we can get our hands on. Ammo's like a fickle woman who teases you. It runs out, then we find some, and as soon as we get our hopes up, it runs out again. So we learn to kill with anything. We're like emotionless machines. I don't even know why I'm here. I should have gone back. I should have gone away with the others. Back to game. Alright. Well, at least they didn't shoot us. You know, that's good. So, yeah, we didn't get, we lost stuff. But yeah. And the worst thing, now it says, afterwards, shuffle this card back into here, so we could meet them again. You know. Oh, this game. Okay. Alright. We don't have that much exploration to do anyway right now. But, you know, since we did the rubble, it says, after digging through, add 5 cards to the exploration deck. Or to the unknown deck. So that's good. We get 5 more to go through here. And then we can keep this card and draw and resolve. No, it happens right away. Draw and resolve 2 finding cards, heap chart. Oh! Alright, so right away we get, that was actually worth it then. Right away we get 2 finding cards on the heap chart. Okay. We probably will find more stuff than we actually lost. The first one is a book. Oh, it's the same. Book and 2 mechanical parts. We get our mechanical parts back, basically, that we just lost. And then we've also found another book. Then we get to roll the die. It's a 2, nothing. The other one is a electrical part and a filter. I don't know why I'm saying that like it's good. It's not really that great. And a shell. Again, very hard to find stuff in these boxes during gameplay. Right, so we have another shell. And then we get to roll the die again. That's a 10. Oh, so a 10 is a shovel. So we just lost our shovel and 2 mechanical parts. And now we got the shovel back, the mechanical parts back. We got a filter, electrical. We have a lot of stuff. Even though it kind of weighs a bit. I don't like that, but since we have Sveta here, we only have a 2 plus 4. So we only have 6 that we can carry in weight. So that's not that great. Okay, let's continue here with a reality impact. Okay, something has happened. We look at the colors deck. Find a color. It's going to be gray, all right? So it is gray, and then we look at the exploration deck. Gray is 302. 302. See what that was. 302. Maybe we imagined it, but it looked like something fell out of the upstairs window. We approached the windowsill to check it out. I'm not going to say that word because of YouTube. There's a body of a man on the grass in front of the building. He must have fallen from the apartment right above us. Is the killer still up there? So we can go upstairs carefully to see who's there. Or we better get out of here. We get our things and move somewhere else as fast as we can back to the game. I'm not going to go look. If someone threw someone out a window, I'm not going to go up there. We don't have any weapons. We don't want to get wounded, so we're getting out of here. Yeah, we got to go the safe route. Like in this game, I always feel like I want to check stuff out and I want to, explore and all that. But you got to be smart if you want to have a playthrough going, right? So we're not doing that. So that was reality impact. Then this goes to discard. Let's do another one. It's a jammed door. There's no jammed door here, so we discard this and we draw another one. Tough luck, roll for the noise. Well, it's only at 1. Roll the 6, okay. Next one, hiding place. You can ignore this card or return 2 exploration cards to save it and use it anytime during the scavenging phase. And that is after rolling for the noise, you may discard this card to ignore an encounter, do not draw a resident card, or perform a backstab, so we could hide and then backstab someone. I would like to have this to ignore a resident. The problem is we only have 5 cards left here. I don't want to return 2 to do this. I'm going to skip it. stares down. Look for another way. Return 3 exploration cards or raise the noise by 3 and roll for the noise. We can't return 3 because then we're ending the exploration. So we're going to have to raise 1, 2, 3. We're going to have to roll for the noise. And I rolled a 6, so we're fine. Nice. Next up, we have you. Oh, this is good. You may ignore this card or poke about. Return an exploration card or roll for the noise. We're going to return an exploration card. Then we get to choose a finding from the place we're in. We can choose a mechanical part, a vegetable, or a shovel. Well, I'm going to take the vegetable, I think. It doesn't weigh anything, so that's good. I already have a shovel. We found search the heap. Alright. So return 2 exploration cards. We can't do that, we only have 1. So we're going to raise the noise by 1 and roll for noise. And that's a 5, so we're going to meet someone. Okay. It's homeless people. A wreck of a human being begs you for some food. If you give him, by discarding from the findings pile, green-yellow tokens with a total value of 5 or more, roll the black die and compare to empathy, and that will lower misery possible. Or if we don't give him food, we have to do the same thing, but I can raise the misery if we have some food, which we do have. So we're going to give him the vegetable. And then we're going to roll for our characters that are here. Now, she's not miserable, but I'm hoping we can lower Paula's misery. That's going to be worth a vegetable. So he has 6 in empathy, and I rolled a 3. So he goes down to 1 in misery. He felt good about that. That's the second time we share our food with someone. And then remove the card from the game, which means that it increases the danger in this deck. That's how the game is designed that way. So for every good card we draw, we remove those, but we have to, the soldiers we have to shuffle back in. So yeah. So now we're going to search the heap. So that's good. So we draw a card here and we get another mechanical part. We get a shell. A bunch of shells now. You can use those to make ammo, but I've never done that in the board game. Because you have to make this thing like a weapon place. Wow, this is really, really annoying actually. I think maybe I'd rather just spread these out instead of having them in these little boxes where you can't find the tokens. Or maybe there is no shell. No, is there only 2 shells in the game? That seems weird. Yeah. Is that correct? I'm worried that I lost some token now. We have 2 shells. I gotta check this. This seems weird. There's like 3 or 4 of everything else, right? So could there be only... I just hope that this game would really suffer if you lost a component. That would make the game harder. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think there's only 2 shells then. Alright. Then we also get a weapon part. Oh, I could have taken that while I was going through it. Weapon part. And then we get to roll the die. Hey, Mikael. And it's a 4, which is nothing. Alright. No surprise there. So, we only have 1 more card to go. We have found a bunch of stuff, but it's not really good things. It's like things that weigh and have low value, which is so bad. That's not a good combination. I wonder if there's like a... Is there a... It should be a way to see like what's in the game. That would be really depressing if I lost a token. Well, I guess we could fix it with something, but... Oh, here it is. Game components. It's in the back here. So, where are they? Oh, there it is. Red tokens. 3 shells. There's supposed to be 1 more shell. I did feel that was weird. That was only 2. So, that is strange. I wonder what happened there. It's been a while since I played the game. Hey Loki. It's been a while since I played the game, so I have no idea to know where that token would be. And I don't think it's in here. There are a bunch of stuff left in the box here because I have a lot of extra stuff, and I actually own 2 copies of this at some point. I got the retail copy. I backed the Kickstarter, sold my game to Martin. Then I got a retail copy, but then I bought the game back from Martin because I liked it so much, and then I sold the retail copy. But I don't think I ever like mixed those tokens up. That would be weird. Maybe it's just in here. Oh, it's probably in here somewhere because there was a mechanical part in the wrong box. So let's hope. Oh, here it is. Here it is. There's the shell. I'm so happy because I hate it when I lose stuff for games, and especially for this game where the tokens are finite. All right. Well, we solved it. I did have a gut feeling, even though it was a while since I played it. But I had a gut feeling that it should be more than 2. We have 3 shells. Alright, so again, talking about stuff. Now we need to figure out what to bring back home. I mean, the shells are a given, and the saw blade, because like everything that doesn't weigh anything, like the books are good, they don't weigh anything. And then we come to the whole weight situation. So we have a total of 6 we can carry. And over here we have a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And, we need water. So there's no way we're going to carry all of this back home. Sadly, we can't trade with anyone. So, I mean, shovel, we're going to go by value. Shovel. And we might need shovel for the rubble here as well later on. I would like to get this done. So we found the wild garden because we can get vegetables that way. Then we need to get through the door first. There's so much to do here. We already have 2 electrical parts at home, so I'm going to leave 1 here. Do we need weapon parts for anything? We can make a knife, but I don't know. I don't think we're going to take weapon parts. Mechanical parts, we can find parts here, and I don't think we need them for anything really. Mechanical part, we can make a lockpick, we don't need that. We have 1. We have 2 doors, but I don't know. I don't think we'll ever open this. We don't care about this part. I think we're just going to leave mechanical parts. And we are going to leave them like this because we might go back there tomorrow and we might end up meeting someone that we can trade with. And then we have all the stuff over here. We might have it. We're going to have to roll and see when we come here if someone's taken it already. We don't need 2 filters. I would like to make the water collector. But I think it requires... Yeah, it only requires 1 filter. I don't even know why we would need another filter. Is there anything else that needs a filter? I don't know. I don't even know why. You can make filters here as well for each component. What do you need filters for? I don't remember what you use them for, except for... Oh, you can make bandages with the herbal workshop. If you improve your herbal garden to a herbal workshop, then you can use them to make bandages. That's not gonna happen. At least I don't think that's gonna happen at all. I never did that. Right, we're gonna leave the filter as well. We only have a weight of 1, which is good because now I want 3 water. So then we're up to 4. So we still have 2 more. And, well, actually, I need 4 wood in order to do another board up. Let's take 2 water and 3 wood. Because then we have enough wood when we come home to instantly make a board up. We can find wood at home as well, but I'd rather do it this way. But we're not home yet. This is the stuff that is going to be brought home. Now we're going to resolve the night raid, though. And this is scary, but we do have a hatchet. Yeah, that's good. So here we go. We're going to give this... There's only 5 cards in here because I haven't added any cards in here. I haven't added the worst cards, which is good. So let's see what we found. Oh, actually, I forgot. We did have an exploration card left. Why did I forget about that? I'm going to look at it. We can always end if we... Yeah, there's a door. We're just gonna end exploration. Yeah. That would be terrible if I had missed like a furniture search or something. Okay, so now we're doing night raid. And let's see. It is starving people. Okay, I think we can handle this actually, sort of. So first of all, they're doing 1 wound, but we have a board up. So we basically have a value of 5 here. 4 tokens and 1 wound, but we have a board up so we can remove 1. So we're gonna remove the wound. But also we have a hatchet, so let's roll it up and see how much she can defend from the night raid. And that's a 2, so that's good. She has a prowess, but I'm not going to reroll. 2 is good. 2 is good. So basically, we have 2 from the roll. That's lowering the 4 down to 2, and then the board up will take care of the wound. So we need to give up 2 tokens, starting with green tokens. Which sounds really bad, since that would be our vegetables, and that's our food for the day. We don't want to give that up. So I think we are going to use, our secret storage. This says place 3 tokens on here. They are ignored. So we're going to place the vegetables on here. And then we don't have any green. So then we can give up whatever we want. 2 tokens. And we'll just give up 2 components. Because we do have 5 left. So we've done that. Move it from the game. We got to keep that stuff. And she's fine. She's not taking any damage, which I'm happy for. Alright, so now we're coming home with all of these things. And most of these are just for trading purposes, like the saw blade, the shells. Not going to use those. Books. We don't need books anymore because, Anton would have allowed books, but he's not here anymore. So I don't think we need books right now. You can use books for heating purposes and so on, but... Alright, so everyone is at home. We have stashed in the things. I'm gonna double check here just so I don't forget anything. Chosen findings. Did the night raid. Yeah, now we're gonna do the crime wave. So now we need to make stuff worse. And we need to take 5 more night raid cards. We're gonna take 2 of these. Mix in here. The next night it's gonna be worse. Possibly. I mean, it's the luck of the draw, so might get off easy, but okay. Then let's do meds and bandages. We don't have any bandages, sadly. I would love to give that to Sveta, but we don't have it. And now we're going to draw a fate card. Let's see what happens. And I'm hoping for a C. I think I'm hoping for a C. I think that would be the best one right now. So we found, oh, it's not C. Okay, raise the illness of all ill characters who did not take any meds or herbal meds by 1. So nobody is sick, so that's good. Let's leave the cards the wrong way. That's annoying. All right. If cold tokens minus board ups equals 4 or more, raise the illness of 3 chosen characters by 1. We have 4 cold tokens, but we have a board up. So that 4 minus 1 is 3. So we're safe. You see how important those board ups are. Exchange the nearest location. Oh, there we go. That's all the tokens gone that I stashed up. Well, it wasn't that great stuff anyway. So the nearest location is gone. And that means that we are going to get something new in here, which I'm excited for because I don't really like any of those that are out here. So these are going to slide. And we found a church. All right. So here we can find alcohol and jewelry. And we can trade. I like that a lot better than the other options we have now. But we still have the snipers out here, so that's an issue. Then we're going to do weight tokens. We don't have any weight tokens. And then we're going to resolve Spirit A on all characters. So Spirit A is going to be an issue. So first of all, we have Sveta. If any character in the group is hungry, level 3, nobody's hungry. Then we need a coffee for Emilia. We don't have any coffee, so she's going to go to Misery 2. And then no effect on Pavle. So, well, we got 1 added Misery, which is not good, but it could have been worse, I guess. Alright, then we're going to do narrative action cards. So this is the good part of the game here. We get one of these. And Get 2, and so we can go for Who's There? Play at the end of any phase. Draw or resolve 2 cards from the visitor deck. Oh, I like that. I like that. We resolve 2 cards, so we could find someone new, we could trade and so on. Or Headshot. Play during any combat or during your backstab. If you're using a firearm, discard an ammo to automatically kill an enemy. Or play during the Night Raid phase. If the character on guard has a firearm, discard an ammo to automatically ignore the card. We don't have a firearm, so I think this is an easy choice. I think we're gonna go for the Who's There, so that we can find someone new, because I would like to have 4 characters, and also it could be good to be able to trade with them. I don't know what you guys say, but I think it's a given. I think because you can play this at end of any phase, so we can do this at the start of the day, like at the end of the morning phase, and then we will have a new character. So we have 4 characters that can act during the day and do, because we have a lot of good actions we can do. It's just that we don't have enough people to do it, basically. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. We're gonna go with Who's There. If we had a firearm, I would have been tempted to take the other one just so that we could get rid of a Night Raid card. But I don't even know if we're gonna be able to get a firearm and ammo anytime soon. We're gonna play this, I think, right away, sort of. Well, first of all, we need to end this phase with the alcohol. We don't have any alcohol and nobody died. So we go to a new day. So we'll start with the event. Start off there. We just ensure that that is working as intended. Go. And yeah, it's an event. I think this is, we're starting day 4, which means I think this is the end of, this is the last day of the chapter 1. That's good. As we already completed the objective for chapter 1, so let's see what it is. Oh yeah, we're gonna start chapter 2 tomorrow. So it is add 3 to the cold space. Okay, we only have, there's only 2 more cold tokens though, but it's maximum cold right now. We need a heater at some point. So much we need. Food shortages. Oh no. This is terrible. Okay. Remove the following tokens from the box, not from the storage, into the waste bag. The waste bag is like where you put things that are out of the game. I don't really use it since I'm playing everything in one swoop, but you know, if you save and so on, you want to have that waste bag. We remove 1 canned food, 2 raw food. Oh, this is so terrible. And 3 vegetables. Well, we already have a bunch of vegetables, but we remove 2 at least. No, there's 3 actually. Oh. Alright, so these are just gone from the game. These tokens are not in the game anymore. Game. Like, it's, those event cards are so terrible. Like, everything in this game is like beating you down. Except for a narrative action card. It's like you get a bad news. Oh, then you get something good at the end of the day. A little reward there. Alright. So let's start a new day. We're going to start off by, at the end of the morning phase, we'll play this card. So we're going to draw 2 cards from the visitor deck and resolve them. So this is going to be positive. We take 2 cards and let's just hope it's something really good. First one is Gossip. Your neighbor pays you a visit. He wants to share some information he overheard. Look at the top card from... Oh wait, do we get all of these? Look at the top card from, I think so, the Night Raids. Okay, so let's look, so we know what's happening in the Night Raid. It's going to be starving people again. Right, so we know that. From the event, I guess we get to look at the event then, because not the chapter thing. Bad news, everyone will get, raise all characters mystery by 1. So this will happen tomorrow. Which means we can't have anyone on Mystery 3 by the end of the day, because then they will die instantly by that event. Gotta be careful there. Residents. I'm gonna shuffle this up, because I don't know if I did shuffle it. No, we have 3 vegetables, so we're okay on food. We have them right here, so that's cool. Right, let's look at the residents. Oh, it's gonna be rebels. Well, we can trade with them. Yeah, so that's not that bad. Okay, we try to remember this now. You guys can help me out in the chat. We will have starving people. Well, actually, why play a memory game? Let's just do this. I hate memory in games. So let's just do this. We're supposed to have this information. I could write it down on a piece of paper, right? We might as well just have it like this. Yeah, we're gonna have it like this. So we know about the mystery. We're gonna do the chapter 2 card though before that happens, but I'm just realizing something. When does it say here? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, this will trigger at when we do chapter 2. Okay, and then finally we get to look at the top locations deck. That's the abandoned cottage. I don't know. Okay, I guess. I don't know. That information is not that important, I think. Like, we know locations. We don't even know when that's going to happen. Well, actually, there is an advanced rule. So when we're out on scavenging, we can give up, I think it's 4 cards, if I remember correctly. We can give up 4 exploration cards to to remove these and just draw new ones. I never done that, but you can do that. Seems not that great though. Alright, so that was the gossip card. This was not that great, to be honest. We need an arrival. Come on. No, come on, game. There's a bunch of arrival cards in this deck. And we got to draw 2, and we find a starving neighbor. Alright. It's the same guy we met earlier, I think. So, if we share... No, this is another one. This is a neighbor begs you for any food you can spare. If you decide to share a canned food, a raw food, or a vegetable, then we can lower misery. If we decide not to share, and we do have vegetables, then everybody's misery could go up. And since we know, now it's actually good that we know it, since we have the bad news, we know the misery will go up by 1 for everyone at the start of the next day. We can't afford to have... Amelia is already at misery 2. We can't, maybe the cat can help her, but we can't afford to do that. We will have to give up. I'm going to give up a vegetable. Because we are going to search some furniture. We might find food in the furniture and so on. Let me shuffle this back. Okay, so let's, it's the same, it's the usual empathy check. Equal to or less, yeah. Oh, this game. Tomorrow night, at 8 p.m. Central European Time, I'm going to play Robinson Crusoe together with my friends Andreas and Mats. I'm going to play it on the table here. They are going to join by Zoom. It's going to be really fun. But that game is also hard. But in that game, at least, I feel like it's not that depressing as this one. Okay. So this is done. We are going to do the empathy check, though. We're going to see we can lower misery, hopefully. So we start off with Sveta is not miserable. Emilia has a 3 in empathy. Come on. That's an 8. Nothing happens. Pavle has a 6. And that's a 1. So Pavle is not miserable anymore. Some kind of relief there as well. Now, before we do anything else, I will start the day phase by doing the cat. So let's hope that we roll a 5 to 7. That's an 8. Well, it's okay. We found some raw food. Or the cat found some raw food and brought it home. Us. From the basement or whatever. So that's good. So we have enough food now. So that's good. I'm not going to complain about that. And Emilia is at misery too. As long as she doesn't go up in misery, we are sort of fine, I guess. Sort of fine. You're never fine in this game. So now we're going to do the day thing. And we're going to give out some... we're going to start it. She only has 1. She only has 1. He has 2 actions. So we are going to have to... Yeah, Emilia is going to start by taking a nap. Because that gets rid of her fatigue total. Which means she used an action, but she gets 2 more, basically. So now she has 2 more actions. Right? Then we are going to have... And this happens at the same time, actually. It's just I resolve it right away so I don't forget stuff. Sveta's action She's using her action. And I recommend you get some kind of tokens like this, and you don't have to have these nice little boxes. But any kind of token is just easier to keep track when you play solo, at least. So she is going to... I think we're gonna keep looking. We need a fourth character, and the faster we find it, the better. So she's gonna go up there. Pavle, he's using one of his actions to go and look. We're gonna grab go to the storehouse, find some furnitures. Let's resolve that first. We draw a furniture card, and this is like, it says you draw and resolve a card from the furniture deck, and then remove the furniture card from the game. So we can do this 5 times during the game. There's 5 furniture cards. If you play on the other side of the board, these actually start on the board, and you can go pick them up. But here you have to go to the storehouse. And there's a lot of stuff. Ooh, I like this. This is like jackpot right here. All right, so we found jewelry, which is worth 10. So that's perfect when we get to trade. That's really good when we get to trade. We found 2 books. Okay, I guess. And again, tricky to find stuff. Maybe there's only 3 books in the game. I only see 3 books. I'm gonna check that right away, because now I'm worried that would mess up the game if we have all the stuff. 3 tokens. No, there's 3 books. Okay, so we only found 1 book. We found a lockpick, and again, that's value. That's 5 in value that we can trade. 2 components and 1 piece of wood. Okay, so that was a good haul, and these furniture cards are really good. That's out of the game, so I do want to keep doing that action. Hey Bjorn. All right, so he's done. He's done. Now we're doing the visitor out here, so we're going to yeah, we're just going to resolve 1 visitor card. And I don't want starving neighbors now. Come on. I want an arrival. And it is... Oh, come on, game. It's please help us. Again, neighbors. Your neighbor asked for help with barricading his property. If you agree, choose a character and place them on this card along with a wait token. This character will return to the shelter during the dawn phase. Oh, at the end of everything, when the wait tokens are resolved. They will be tired as if they did not sleep at night. Then roll black die. If you roll 4 to 10, claim a gift from your neighbor. Draw or resolve 1 card from the findings deck pantry chart. But do not roll for special. Okay, so we don't... There's no punishment if we don't do this. I only have 3 characters. I can't send one of them out to the neighbor. It's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So, but again, that's another failed attempt to get another character in the game. Like 4 times I think we tried in total now. All right, so Sveta is done for the day. She doesn't have any more actions. Emilia has 2. Pavle has 1. What do we do? Well, we're going to do a board up. We need to do board up. So Emilia can go and do the board up. That is 1 component and 4 pieces of wood for a second board up. That has to be done. We'll board up this hole right here. Then last action for Pavle. There's a few options here. I don't know what you think we should be doing here. I mean, at some point I want to clear this rubble, get here to start getting food and all that, but we don't have enough actions. We can't really build anything up here. Don't really have anything that I mean, making a knife, it doesn't really matter. Like, we could bring it out when we go out scavenging, but it's not like I want to fight anyone anyway. We could go find parch. We don't need parch. We have parch. We could find wooden components. We do need wood. We could go to the storehouse again. But there's one more thing I would like to do. And that is we need to do something about the cold. We might, and we have books, so maybe we should build a simple heater. I would like to build a rainwater collector as well. But I think simple heater might be the way to go now. We have the components. We need 5 components. We have that. We don't have 3 wood though. We have resourceful though. Yeah, okay. We need to use stuff. We can't sit around with stuff. We need to use them to help us out. So let's go. Where we don't have that many places to build on actually. I don't think we can build here because that's like action spaces. We'll build here, I guess. Which is, well, when we get rid of the door here, we will get another space because we want to build like the upgraded heater later on. Then it has to be next to this. So this is the reason why you want to clear this stuff up here, I guess. But we're gonna build a simple heater here. So we need 5 components. But we're gonna use our resourceful, which means we don't need any wood at all. We're using this card. All right. So now we have the heater. So we can, for each 2 wood and books, we can discard a cold token. We need to start doing that or people will start getting sick. So that was their actions. Now we have one more action with Emilia. And I think we need to take care of the cold. We're going to send her here. She's going to give up 3 books and 1 piece of lumber. So that's 2 activations. Means we remove 2 cold tokens. So now we have 2 board ups. So right now we have 4 minus 2, which is 2, and that should be safe. I don't think we can get any problem with that. Also, 2 board ups means less loss in the night raids from the starving people that we know are coming. And we are going to give her the hatchet and all that. But that was the day actions. And I feel like I wish we had like more actions. We could have, poked about. We could have done the storehouse again. We could have picked the lock here. We could have started clearing the rubble. There's so much we want to do, but yeah. All right, let's feed everyone. So everyone gets a water. That she used her action, so remove that token. And food-wise, we're not going to give any more raw food because that lowers hunger, and that doesn't make any sense now. I think we're going to give Emilia and Pavle vegetables. They stay non-hungry. So Sveta becomes hungry level 1. We keep the raw food for later. And remember, we removed 3 vegetables from the supply. So that's why I want to eat it now, because if you find vegetables, there won't be any vegetables to find, sort of. So, yeah. Alright, so that was the feeding phase. And now it's time to do, well, we can stay here. We can do the whole fatigue part. Because we're going outside and so on. So Emilia is taking 1 fatigue. Pavle goes to 2. Sveta goes to 2. Really need to find some bandages for her. Okay, so now what do we do? Well, I think we do the same thing. So I think Emilia... No, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to have Sveta stay at home with the axe. Because, she can handle these starving people. We have the board ups. I think that's fine. We're going to send these guys out because that gives us more things we can carry. And we might be able to trade now. Like, if we go to the church, we can give up 6 exploration cards to trade. But the thing is, we are going to get a free trade at the start of next day. For all, we can trade for any tokens, no trade commission. There's no reason to desperately trade here now. I'd rather just go to Central Square and just find, as many exploration cards as possible and all that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get 14 cards. But remember, there's still snipers out here. So Tomo will probably get wounded now. Like, we can't really do... I mean, we could just stay at home, but, we need food. We need water. We need stuff to trade and so on, so that's not really an option. I mean, we could bring the lockpicks and the jewelry with us. I think we will do that. There's a rubble there as well, so let's bring a shovel as well. And let's bring the saw blade. Okay, I'm going to cheat a little bit now. This game is so hard. I'm going to bring the jewelry. I'm going to bring a bunch of stuff that doesn't weigh anything really. Oh, the shovel weighs 1, but there's rubble at this place, so... Because then if we get hit badly here, they can't really... Well, they're going to steal the raw food anyway. Well, we might, we might end up being able to trade. So let's bring the shells as well, just in case. Just in case. We might meet someone. We can trade with the rebels, actually. Oh, yeah, we can trade with the rebels. So that makes sense, then. That makes sense. Okay, so yeah, we brought a bunch of stuff, and we are going to see how the snipers thing happened here. So, I don't know. Let's start with Emilia. This is so terrible. I don't want them to get wounded. That's a miss. Okay. Then let's roll for Pavle. That's a miss. Okay. So no wounds, but the snipers are still there, but they're not hitting us. So that's good at least. Now let's start off the scavenging phase. We usually do. Just gonna grab something to drink really quick. Hey Daniel. Oh, that's cool. Daniel is having a real board game night. I'm not going to be in Simon's werewolf game. I'm doing a live stream at 10. In 3 hours, I'm doing another live stream where Santa Draco, he's gonna do his traditional Draco's Christmas giveaway. We're gonna give away games and fun promos and stuff in 3 hours, so don't miss that. It's gonna be a fun giveaway, and it's only gonna be for the people watching live. So that's the only way to win something. All right, now let's do the night phase. So night phase, that's from Werewolf. We're gonna do the scavenge. Or it's kind of night phase, I guess. So we start off with this one here, hiding place. This is a way to ignore drawing a encounter. But then we have to return 2 exploration cards. Yeah, let's do that because I want to meet these rebels because we can trade with them, but after that I don't want to meet anyone else. So we can save this card. Oh, that's cool, Daniel. I think I saw something. Return as many exploration cards as you wish. No, we're not gonna return anything. We're just gonna roll. That's a 3. Okay, so we're gonna meet the rebels now. So, determine the number of rebels. 2. Okay, so there's only 1 rebel. That's kind of good at least. And that guy is going to have a pistol. Okay. So I guess we'll just take one of these. Oh, actually, rebels. Let's take a soldier, the rebel soldier here. Okay, he's offering us some items. He has 1 moonshine and 1 cigarette. Trade commission 2. If we do not trade, then I know what happens now because we did that earlier. No, it's 10 p.m. our time, Central European time, 10. Yeah, that's cool. All right. So we are going to trade with him because we kind of have to. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give up. I don't care about moonshine. Or maybe I do. I mean, we could drink moonshine to lower misery. But it also gives 2 fatigue. No, I don't care about that. I'm going to trade for a cigarette. We don't even care about cigarettes right now because nobody smokes, but we need to trade something with him. So we're going to take a cigarette. And then we have to, that's a 1. Then we have to pay 2 in trade commission. So we're giving up 3 worth to get a cigarette, which is worthless. But, we need to trade with him to keep him happy. Then, if we traded, we can return an exploration card to trade with him again. And this is more like a real trade. So it's 215. I'm going to do that. And now I hope that we can get some bandages. Hope he has bandages. 215. Oh, yeah. Any red tokens. We can get any gun we want. We can get bandages, meds, jewelry, canned food, maximum of 1. Cigarettes, moonshine. Trade commission 3, though. But we are going to do a huge trade here. Well, not huge. Again, we will be able to do a huge trade tomorrow with no trade commission. But I would love to have bandages now so we can bandage Sveta tonight. I think that's the only... Well, we do need food as well. Or we don't really need food. We can do the food in the trade in the morning and then we use the food during the next day. And we can do... We're just going to go for bandages now. So I think we're going to give up the shovel. That's 6. Then we'll give up a saw blade. That's 11. See, what do we need to get to? A bandage is, I think it's 10. If I can find any. There we go. It's 10. And then it's 3 in trade commission. We need to get to 13. Don't have a good way to do that. Lockpick. So this is 16. So we have 3 more. So we could take something for 3. And well, yeah, cigarettes. We're just gonna take the cigarettes because they don't weigh anything. It's like a, just trading thing. So that's 16. We need to pay 13. So we're taking 3 cigarettes and a bandage. So that's 13. That's an okay trade. And again, I would trade more if it wasn't that I knew that we were going to be able to trade with no trade commission and any token at the start of the next day. So it doesn't make sense to well, we have to pay the trade commission to just start a trade anyway, I guess. But yeah, whatever. So we have 4 cigarettes that we don't need, and we have bandages for Sveta. Okay, this shuffles back into Residence deck. And remember, we have our hiding place, so we can ignore 1 resident card, which we probably will do the next time it happens. He's gone. Alright, so let's keep exploring. So, basement entrance. There's no basement entrance here, so we draw another one. Search the heap. Yeah, we're going to do that. Return 2 cards, raise noise by 1, or raise noise by 1. We're going to raise noise by 1 and roll for noise. And that's a 9, so we're fine. Then we're going to resolve a heap card. So that is an electrical part. Filter. Not that great. A shell. Keep getting these shells. They're basically just a trading tool for us. And a filter. And then we get to roll the die. 8. Good. 8 is, well, it's chems. It's not that. Chems are almost basically just a trading tool as well, unless we start doing some kind of stuff that needs chems, but yeah. Alright, and shuffle this back. Okay, so far so good. I'm really happy that we found the bandages. Let's find some food now. That would be nice. So we found stairs up. Look for another way. Or enter. Raise the noise by 2 and roll for the noise. Yeah, we can do that. Raise noise by 2, roll for the noise. It's a 6, so we're fine. And then we have rubble. Well, there is rubble here. The problem is we traded away our shovel. So we can't do anything with this now. I don't know. Well, we can place it here, and if we find a shovel before the end of the exploration, then we can go clear the rubble. Then we have ignore this card or poke about. We are gonna use this, I think. Oh no, because the only thing we can find here is shell, chems, and cigarettes. That's not great. I'm gonna ignore this card then. Search the furniture. We'll do that. So raise the noise by 1 and roll for the noise. We'll do that. 7, so we're still fine. I'm not worried because we have our hiding place. So even if we trigger a resident, we can just ignore it. But now we're going to search furniture. I like that because furniture is usually quite good. And we found an herb. Again, one of those trading items, really. It's worth 1. I mean, but it doesn't weigh anything, but we don't really use it for anything right now. Mechanical part. And a weapon part. And we roll the die. 4, so we don't get anything. Alright. No food though. I guess we need pantry. That's where you find the food. Let's hope we draw one of those. As we keep going, we have open space. There is open space here, okay? So, move carefully or run through. Raise the noise by 3 and roll for the noise. We're just going to raise the noise by 3. We're going to roll for the noise. It's a, yeah. So that triggers. It goes down to 1. We give up our hiding place so we don't have to meet someone. That's how we solve that. Reality impact. Okay, something unexpected has happened. And it's going to be green. Okay, green is like, I think the most friendly sort of those encounters. So we look at the exploration deck. It is number 103. Goes there. 103. A rag ball lands right at our feet. Boy wearing a t-shirt with the logo of a famous team runs into the room. He stops and looks at us with curiosity. We kick the ball over to the young player. The kid smiles. We are reminded of old times when we used to play football. Unlike this boy, when we played, we didn't have fear we'd be shot by a sniper. We only had to worry about the left-wing striker. Wanna play with one goal? The boy points at a rectangle drawn on the wall. The area seems safe, but you can never be sure. So we can, why not? Let's play. Return an exploration card and go to another page. Or we get more important things to do than to play kid back to the game. But you know what? Emilia is miserable level 2. And we know that the bad news is coming, so everyone's going to go up by 1. So this might make her less miserable. So let's do it. Return 1 exploration card. We spend some time playing some ball. Paints, volleys, headers. We remember more from those distant days than we suspected. In turn, we're defending the goal and trying not to let any penalties slip in, then fighting for the ball and trying to score. We laugh when the ball passes right through our opponent's legs and hits his goal. For a moment, we feel like a real team. A team whose goal is in life is just not survival. Lower the misery of all characters present by 1. I had a feeling that was a gamble. That could have ended bad, of course. But I had a feeling that it was good. So she goes down from 2 misery to 1. And that was really good. I'm really happy for that. That was definitely worth 1 exploration card, right? I mean, if you every chance you can get to do something like that, that is definitely worth it. Okay, so we have 1 more exploration card. Let's take a look at it. It's a jam door. There's no jam door here, so we draw another card instead and climb up. And then we would have to roll the gray combat die. We're not going to do that. We're just going to end exploration right there. So, and we haven't gone to the heart of the city that much, but I don't know. It feels like I don't want to gamble too much on that. And right now, I'm pretty happy with how this night phase turned out. So, what do we have here? We have bandages, lockpick, jewelry, cigarettes, shell chems, herb, and then weight-wise, we have filter, electrical part, mechanical part, weapon part. And I think we're in the same situation that we were last time we were here. I don't really care about any of these. So I'm going to leave all the parts here. That means we are not carrying any weight. So we can take 3 water. And we have a total of 7. So we could take 4 wood. Because we do want it so we can burn it for staying warm as well. The shelter now that we have a heater. I'm pretty happy with that, whatever we got there. Now we're heading back home. Let's see what happened back home while we were away. So Sveta here is on guard with her hatchet. We know that starving people are coming. We have 2 board ups and we're going to roll the red die to see how well she can, oh no, the yellow die, to see how well she can fend off an attack. So here we go. And that's 2. All right. Did I roll the red die last time? I think I did. That was cheating. I don't know if that helped me or not. But anyway, so we have 2 plus 2 board ups is 4. So we're only losing 1 token right now. The problem is we're going to lose our raw food. Well, she doesn't have any rerolls, so we can't do anything. That is, oh, that's annoying. So the starving people take our raw food. Actually, wait, it says to remove this card from the game. I keep forgetting this stuff. I don't think I did that last time. Well, now we're just going to go with it. I'm going to have to read the cards more carefully at the bottom, see if we're going to remove them or shuffle them in. I think the last one said shuffle in. Maybe there's 2 of them. So, okay, she fended off them, sort of, I guess. But, you know, the problem now is we don't have any food whatsoever. But we are going to be able to trade before we need to eat. We do have jewelry and stuff, so I think we might be able to. And we have the cat. Maybe the cat can help us. And we have water, so yeah. It could be worse. It could be worse. All right, so we are going to the end of the day here. And the first thing that happens is we're going to do the crime wave. So we need to put in 2 of these 3 cards. I think we actually put in all of them. Put in all of them. Yeah. We put in all of them. That's going to happen at the start of the next day, so we can do it right now. It doesn't matter. So now we have all the cards in here. But basically we have all the bad cards because some of the less bad cards, they have been removed from the game as we met them. Then we are going to do the they're called meds and bandages. So now for the first time we do have a bandage. We're going to assign that to Sveta, so maybe she will heal. Hope so. Then we're going to draw a fate card. And we want to find one of those that says that if you have a bandage, then you heal. So we get that. So we're taking this one, and it's not. That is the right one. Okay. So raise illness by all characters that are ill if they don't have meds. Well, nobody's ill right now. Heal the wounds of all characters who have bandages by 1. So she goes down from 2 wounds to 1 wound, which is really good. And then we discard the bandage. So we use that up, but that was what I was hoping for. If code token minus board ups is 1 or more, well, this is not bad because we have 4 cold tokens, we have 2 board ups, so that's 2. And that's more than 1. So everyone will get, no, 1 character will raise illness of 1. Okay. 1 character. Well, as much as it pains me to do this, I will stack things onto Sveta here because she is the weakest character we have right now. So that's what we're going to do. I mean, these 2 are much better. Pavle is the star of the team, really. Then it says exchange the nearest small location, which is that we don't have a small. Okay, so nothing happens. We don't have any weight tokens. Now we're going to do Spirit C. So lower 1 chosen character's misery by 2. Oh, wow, by 2. You could just fix Emilia by talking to her. We didn't even need that 2, but okay. If there is at least 2 cold... Oh, okay. We don't need to do them in that order. I'm deciding which order we do these. We're going to start with her. If there is at least 2 cold tokens on the cold space, which there is, raise her misery by 1. So she goes to 2. Then we do this, talk to her, she gets rid of misery. For Pavle, says if there's a guitar in the storage, lower 1 chosen character's misery by 1. They really don't have a guitar, but nobody's miserable now. They're going to be soon, but it's good right now at least. Then we shuffle this back into the deck. And then we go into the narrative action cards. Only positive thing in the game. We're going to draw 2 of these and see what we find. So we have, we got the headshot again. This is good if we have a weapon and a firearm and an ammo. Then we can we can automatically kill an enemy or automatically ignore a nitrate card, which would be really good. We also found valuable trinkets. Play when trading. Ignore the trade commission. Additionally, treat this card as a great token with a value of 10. Oh, I'm taking this one. We're just about to trade for free over there. And that's giving us a token of worth 10 with this card. That's like getting a free bandage. Wow, awesome. That got me excited. All right, so that was the end of this day. So now we go into day 5, I think it is. Yeah, we played 2 tonight, so time for day 5. And we will start off as usual with the events. And we know what it is this time. But first we have to resolve the chapter card. So it says, you have just finished the first chapter of the campaign. Add the Night Raid and Residence cards that have not been used. So that's why I did. I already did that. Resolve the top objective card. And we did complete this objective. So We're going to get a reward. Favor. You may perform a trade to exchange tokens from the storage for any other tokens. Trade commission 0. So that's awesome. We're going to do that. I'm going to continue with this card though. You may save the game or or just keep going. And we're going to keep going. So we'll do this bad news. So we add 1 to the cold. It's up to 5 now. Then everyone raise all characters' misery by 1. So everyone gets a little bit miserable, which is not that big of a deal right now because we have the cat that can lower misery. She can lower misery here. She has all the stat marker now. And it's only 1, so it doesn't affect our actions. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Now we're going to do this epic trade that I've been talking about and waiting for. So with this black market goods that we got. So we're going to resolve that. And we also know now, by the way, that the next objective here, spare parts for smugglers. We need to discard electrical parts or mechanical parts 5 times before we get through the next chapter. If we do, we will add 2 moonshine to the storage. If we don't do it, we will get a beating, distribute 2 wounds between characters. 5 parts is no problem at all. We keep finding parts all the time. So I'm not worried about that at all. We have I think we have 3 days to do it. So let's get started with the trade. Speaking of which, I think we will give up these parts and then we'll find new ones because we do have time. And we have this card, which is a value of 10. So what do we want? Well, we need food. We could go for vegetables though. I want to keep, nobody's really hungry. Sveta is at hungry level 1. Vegetables is the cheapest way to feed them so that they don't go up in hunger at all. So if we would go for, I think we might go for go for 3. We definitely want some coffee because Emilia might need it. It's very cheap as well, so why not get some coffee so then we don't need to worry about that. So this is one option, to go for 3 vegetables and 2 coffee. We could get, of course, a firearm. It's kind of expensive. A pistol is 16. We're definitely going to give up the cigarettes. We don't even need those. We're keeping the hatchet. We have jewelry and the card. So I'm going to organize this somehow so it makes sense. So we have... These are the things that we definitely want to trade away. So this is a value of 25. That's 28, 33... 35, 36. The stuff that I can imagine being without. 36. So this is 17. I want a bandage for sure. But I mean, we still have the snipers out there. I might actually go for 2 bandages. Could go for meds, but nobody, she's only illness level 1. And we will be able to burn away some of the cold. So, or we can build another board up and so on. So, yeah. Tell me if you have any input here in the chat. But I mean, it would be 19 to get a pistol and an ammo. That's a lot. That's a lot, I think. So this is 30, this is 20, 35, 37. This is 25, 36 right now. Could give up the filter as well, I guess. Or we could just skip 1 coffee. I think this is a pretty good trade. We get bandages, we get food for 1 day. We don't need any of this really. I mean, we might need some parts. I mean, we need parts for the objective, but we will find parts in other ways. Could go poke about as well. I think this is the way to go. Is there any other token that I really want? I have a hatchet, so that's better. I mean, a knife doesn't make sense. We don't have a shovel. But we have so many other things to do right now. I think we could hold off from getting a shovel. We only have one lockpick, so... But if we're not going this route anyway, with the shovel and the lockpick, then we don't care about that. We might find a lockpick later on. We can make a lockpick very easy as well. But that's an action, though. That's... Because we could skip a vegetable. Just let someone go up 1 in hunger. And if we do that, we could keep the lockpick. You do get stuff from picking the doors as well. What does it cost us to improve the heater? Because that would be really good if we could do that. It costs us 2 mechanical parts, 1 electrical part, 3 components. Then we're giving up parts here, so maybe we want to have that in focus. I mean, I would like to build a stove, start cooking food. There's so much stuff we would like to do here. A reinforced door would be good. A chair would be sort of good as well. Chair would actually be good now because this lowers all characters' misery by 1. So this could be a good time to just wipe it. Herbal garden. A rainwater collector would be nice. But we need to do the board ups first, I think. I think that's the most important. Spend our wood on. We don't have it. Yeah. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with this route here. It's always a hard decision in this game, and there's like arguments to be made back and forth, but I'm happy to get 2 bandages, especially considering those. Oh, I forgot about the cigarettes. We had 4 in value on the cigarettes as well. I was gonna say, especially with the snipers up there. We don't need cigarettes, so what could we do with those? Maybe we just keep... I'm thinking, can we trade for... I'm not really sure. Can we trade for, like, components and wood? No. Water, wood, and components cannot be bought or sold. Okay. Otherwise, I would have gotten some of that, but... Alright, so we do have 4 extra here, which means... Yeah, let's give up this filter. So we have 5 extra. And let's keep the lockpick then. So we keep the lockpick. So that we can open that door. Because we do get some stuff from opening doors as well. You get like components of wood and so on. I think that makes sense. So I think I'm happy with that trade. That was a good trade. Now it's time for the day actions. So let's distribute some action tokens like I usually do here to keep track. So she has 1 action. She has 2 and he has 1 right now, but I'm gonna fix this. So we are going to his first action will be to go and take a nap, which means he gets rid of his fatigue and he gets 2 more actions. So all of a sudden he has 2 actions, right? That was his. Emilia going to spend her first action, and I think she is just going to do the heater, so it's done. Oh no, we need to do the board up. Yeah, so she's gonna do the board up. So it's 4 wood and 1 component. That's all we have. But then we get the third. Now we have everything boarded up in the house. It's actually over here. Up here is another hole. We have 3 board ups. I'm happy for that. That's like always a goal in this game to get to that point. Greta only has 1 action. What do you get if you sleep on the floor? I don't remember. Why doesn't say on the space? That would have been helpful. Maybe you can't. No, it's not an action. It's during the night you can sleep on the floor. I wish we had 1 more bed because it would have been good to send her resting as well. But we can't do that. So I'll use her action. Poke about for wood, maybe? Oh, no. She'll do her action over at the storehouse. So we'll get another furniture card. Oh, look at this. We're getting meds. Wow. We get meds. We get a mechanical part. Nice. a herb, and 2 water. These cards are so good. Love these. And 1 piece of wood as well. Alright. Really good cards. Okay, so everyone has done their first action. Greta is out. She doesn't have any more actions. Emilia has 1 more. So what do we want to do? Do we want to build anything? No, we don't really have any materials to build stuff. So I guess it's kind of gathering materials. That's the goal now. Well, we do have the lockpick. She's gonna go lockpick this door. And then Pavle has 2 more actions. So what is he doing? I think he's gonna go for another furniture card. First of all, lockpicking the door. I have to check that. It's been a while since I did that. What is it? Is it 1 to 3? Yeah, 1 to 3 is no effect. Let's roll it up, and that's a 6. So she did lockpick the door, which means the lockpick is broken. But we get some stuff here. So we found a mechanical part and 1 piece of wood. It wasn't that great. Something at least. Alright. And he's doing a furniture. So we found, oh, raw food. Nice. Don't even need that right now, but that's great. We found some sugar, another one of those items that we don't really have any use for right now, but it's worth 3 though. 1 piece of wood and 1 mechanical part. Oh, if I can find another mechanical part. This one in here. There's some over there, I know, but a bit fiddly with this system here. Oh, there we go. But it's not like it's easier if you use the box that the game comes in, because that's small boxes as well. I mean, you could have some other system here, but that was good. I like that furniture. Furniture is so good, and we still have 2 more here. That was their actions. And we have 1 more action with Pavle. So what do? We could get rid of some cold. That might be the thing. We can only get rid of 1 though. That's not a good action. We can't do the rubble because we don't have a shovel, which I would have loved to, because Wild Garden would have been nice to have access to. And another advanced rule, by the way, is you can go and disassemble something and then you get the stuff back. So like the workshop, we're not going to make filters, we're not going to make parts because we can get them here. We're not going to make any more board ups. We might want to repair a guitar, but I don't think so. So he could go and disassemble this, which we would get 5 components, 3 wood, mechanical part. I think the metal workshop I do want to keep, because there we can make like a lockpick. We might need 1 more lockpick, and we can make a shovel maybe. So that's an option. Like he could go and just disassemble this. But, you know, then we would get some stuff. But what would we do with that stuff? It's not like, well, tomorrow. I mean, before that, we might get more things. So I'm just going to send him. Hey, Rasmus. Thank you so much. Rasmus is saying he loves the content on the channel. Keep it up. Yeah. More videos coming all the time. I'm going to be live streaming every day now. For like 8 more days. So I'm just going to keep going through the New Year's, and after that, just live streaming every day, different games on the table. All right, so yeah, he's gonna go to the storehouse again. Furniture. Oh wow, look at this. We found raw food. We have so much food now. Another piece of lumber, wood. He found 2 electrical parts, 2 mechanical parts. I don't think we even have that. I think, you know, we have. Oh, that's actually interesting. In the advanced rules, it says that if you find something and you don't have it because it's stashed on a location, then you take it from the location. We're going to take the mechanical part from there. So we have all the mechanical parts, and we have 2 electrical parts. So we have a lot of parts already, which is why I didn't worry about that objective. I said it, that we're just going to find the stuff anyway. So what we're going to do right now, because this is at any time, any moment, yes. Any moment you may discard any number of parts. And we don't need to sit with all the mechanical parts because that's stupid in case we find more later on. So let's give up 3 maybe. What do we need these for? Well, actually, we need to check what we want to build tomorrow. I think tomorrow I will build this rainwater collector. If I have a filter by then. I think so. Actually, I want to build a better heater, which would be mechanical, 2 mechanical and 1 electrical. So that's the goal. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna give up 3 tokens, and we're almost done with this objective already. I like it. So we're already at 3. Just need 2 more things there. So that was the day phase. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We've done almost all the storehouse. There's only 1 more furniture card left, but you know we got a lot of stuff today. Really good. Right, so let's give everyone water. And it's the same with the water. It's only like 6 water, so you don't want to sit around having it because then you can't find it. So 3 water, and then food wise, I don't know. I think we'll just do vegetables. We could do a raw food for her. She would go down in hunger. Yeah, let's do it. It's gonna be luxury here today. They're gonna feast all the stuff they have. So they're getting water and food, and nobody is hungry. All right. That feels really crazy good right now. So that's done. We still haven't done the cat, by the way. Let's do the cat. So 2. Oh, it wanders off. It will be back tomorrow. Okay, so nothing happened. That's the first time. It's the day 5. It's the first time that the cat didn't do anything. But it's okay. Yeah, so let's go to... Well, everyone is going to get fatigued because everyone will do something during the night. So he goes to 1. She goes to 2. She goes to 3, which means she needs to sleep tomorrow. She needs to take a nap. Because if you go to 4, that's not good. So, yeah, she needs to take a nap. Like, we'll only have 1 action to start off the day tomorrow. She'll take a nap, get rid of 2 of it. He could sleep during the night. I haven't done that, so I haven't talked about it. But during the night here, instead of giving her fatigue and all that, she could just go to the bed and sleep it off. Or she could sleep on the floor to get rid of 2. But no, we're not going to do that. We need everyone right now. So Sveta is going to be... He's going to go out with Pavle. Emilia will be on guard with the hatchet. And I want her here because she has 1 reroll. And we just shuffled in all the really nasty cards in that deck. So that could be really problematic. And we also have good stuff. Well, actually, speaking of that, we should bring some stuff with us. Because I don't want to lose the bandages and the meds. We're going to bring everything with us that doesn't weigh anything. I know it's kind of cheating, but we're going to do it. I mean, there could be things happening out here that makes us lose tokens as well. So it's not like it's a totally guaranteed safe, but yeah, we're going to do it like that. So let's do another night phase. Let's go through the... Yeah, I think... I would like to go to the church, but it's only 10 cards. That could be an issue. If we go here, yeah, we'll go to the central square again. We'll do it. Even though I don't like the things we can get here, like on the special findings on the place, it's only shell chems and cigarette. That's not that great. I don't want to go to Sniper Junction. We have enough snipers in our lives. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And before we do anything else, we have to see if they get hit. I just have a bit bad feeling now, but we do have bandages. So let's roll the red die. And they can reroll. Well, Sveta can't reroll, so we'll do Sveta first. And that's a 2. That's terrible. That is so terrible. So she goes from 1 wound to 3. Oh, well. I think we're going to have to give up on Sveta, maybe. He has no actions next day. Well, we will see. Maybe we can heal her with the bandage. And as soon as someone takes a wound, the snipers are pleased, or whatever. So they're gone. So he kind of saved Pavle. Maybe we should have rolled for Pavle first, since he had a reroll. But I don't know. Maybe the end result would have been the same anyway. So let's do the exploration. Let's start it off with someone's here. Raise the noise by 3. That's a bad start. Search the heap. Yeah, I want to do that. Return to exploration cards and raise the noise by 1, or raise the noise by 1 and roll for the noise. I'm going to play it safe as much as I can. I'm going to return to and raise the noise by 1. I'm going to try to avoid rolling, because I think as soon as we roll, we're going to meet someone. So let's search the heap. And that is electrical part. Again, that's why it's good that we gave some stuff away, so there's new stuff to find. A filter, which is also good. I did forget something that I need to fix. Moment. I have to find a filter first. There we go. And a shell. Then we roll the die. The 3, we don't get anything. But now we need to fix this. As we enter this location, we did stash some stuff here last night. And now we need to roll. If I remember correctly, it's a 1 to 4. And it's lost. So it's a 7, so it's fine. Nobody stole our stuff. So we also have these things here. Could be 1 to 3. But it doesn't matter right now. Alright, let's continue the exploration. Search the furniture. Yes, please. Return to exploration cards, or raise the noise by 1 and roll for noise. We're just going to return cards. We're going to play it safe. Okay, so we don't even need to raise it. Okay, return 2 cards. Search the furniture. And we found reality impact. Okay, so this is actually good, because now we can find some special item. I really like that. That's my favorite part in the game. Something unexpected has happened. Draw a card from the color deck. We're going to do that. See what we get. And we are going to go up against something blue. Okay, that's usually not too bad. So then check the number of rare findings. The number here is 118. I'm going to pull up 118. Rare findings. This is always exciting. Draw and resolve 1 card from the findings deck furniture chart. Okay. First thing we're going to do. Furniture chart. We found a knife. Nice. Knife and a shell and a cigarette. Then we're going to roll the die. We got a 10. So that is another cigarette. So bad at this location. Usually a 10 could be like bandages or something, but alright, so we did that. Then it says we load the loot into our backpacks. A gilded figurine of an angel, the symbol of our city, glitters in a rusty stroller beside us. Our hands itch to grab the shiny trinket. This is the angel, by the way, the symbol of the city. Add a jewelry to the findings pile. Oh, that's nice. It's always good stuff when you get the special finds. Suddenly, we hear someone arguing outside and fall silent. Next, angry thieves barge into the room. Get away, it's ours. Steal your own stuff, yells a 16-year-old kid, the oldest of the bunch. Oh, so we should have separated the stuff. Okay, so we can choose. We can put it all down and leave. Discard all the tokens found in this script and back to the game. Or we can say you should have kept your eyes on it. Or we can say we put down some of it and leave. Discard as many tokens as you wish. And remember which tokens and see 1482. Ah, we just found a knife. See if I can remember what it was. It was a knife, a shell, and a cigarette. Then we got another cigarette from the roll. And then we found jewelry. So this is what we got. So we got a knife, jewelry, 2 cigarettes, a shell. I'm not going to give all this stuff up. I'm not gonna give all of that stuff up. I'm not gonna do it. That's not cool. You could get some of it up. I mean, I don't care about the cigarettes and the shell. I don't know if that matters though. I kind of want to keep the knife if in case we need to fight them. Just kids though. Oh, this game is so terrible in these decisions. You know what? I'm gonna gamble. Things have been going fairly well. We have 2 bandages. Greta is already wounded like crazy. She will probably not be here tomorrow. Let's gamble. We're gonna say you should have kept your eyes on it. Draw 3 enemy tokens. Right. We're gonna have a combat for the first time in the game. I don't know if this is a good idea though. The first guy doesn't have any weapon. He's unarmed. Second guy doesn't have any weapon. Oh, okay, we're getting lucky here. And the third guy has a knife. Okay. Could have been worse. Nobody has a hatchet at least. Then we do combat. If we manage to kill one of them, the rest will run away. After combat, add weapons of the killed robbers to the findings pile. Okay, so if we kill them, we only get a knife because that's the only weapon they had. Oh wow, this is probably a bad idea. But at least you get to see how combat works in the game. And I haven't done combat in a long time. So this is going to be interesting for me as well. We look at the combat sheet here. It explains this. So we've drawn the tokens. They are healthy right now. They're not wounded. Each character can be assigned 1 weapon from the findings pile. We do have a knife. We're going to assign that to Pavle since he has a prowess, so he can reroll. He's going to try to stab these kids, which is terrible, but anyway. Each round you roll a combat die corresponding to the weapon used for each character and enemy. The number of icons showed is the amount of wounds dealt. Distribute the wounds dealt by enemies as you choose between characters present in the combat. Distribute the wounds dealt by characters as you choose between the enemies. We each round fight simultaneously. Enemy wounds will be marked by sliding them here. And they need 3 wounds to be dead. Oh. This is a bad idea. The enemies have an automatic prowess. If they only reroll if the result is 0 wounds. Before each round of combat, you may decide that the characters flee instead of continuing the fight. If this happens, the enemies perform a backstab. After resolution, the character leaves the location. So then we just leave the whole location. I'm gonna stand my ground here. I think it's probably stupid. We might just end up losing the whole game because of it, but I'm tired of just giving up all the stuff we find. And at least this time we have a knife. I don't know. This is so bad. This is such a bad idea. Alright. If we had weapons, then the shooters always roll first. If they manage to kill someone, they don't get a chance to perform the attack. But nobody has any firearms. So we're gonna go simultaneously here. And yeah, this could go so bad. I think Sveta is not gonna make it out of this, but we'll see. Hopefully, Pavle can make it out okay. In worst case, we do have bandages for him. Yeah, alright. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna start off. It's gonna happen simultaneously. So let's just start off with Pavle. He's gonna roll. He's gonna do his knife. Come on, let's be lucky now. That's a miss. He has a reroll. That's 2. Oh, 2 wounds. Nice. We're gonna hit the guy with the knife. We're gonna hit him twice. He's severely wounded already. Then Sveta is going to do her unarmed combat, and she missed. Then the knife guy is gonna hit us, and he missed, which means he rerolls because he rerolled the first time they get a miss, and he missed again. Nice, that was important. Then we're gonna do unarmed guy number 1, and he did get 1 hit. So sorry Sveta. Already 3 wounds. Gonna go to 4 wounds. Then the other guy is gonna do his unarmed. That's a miss, and that is a miss. Okay. So that was the first round of combat. Sveta is gone. And I just realized something. I think I never read... When Anton died, I never read this epilogue for him. Poor Anton, he didn't even get an epilogue. That was mean of me. We lost him and I didn't even give him his epilogue. Every character has their own epilogue. Well, it is what it is. He kind of died back home when he was defending and nobody was there. So now we will do the epilogue. But we'll do that after this fight. But she's gone at least. I assume she's dead. She can't get to roll again. So now Pavle will roll for his knife. And that's 3 hits. Wow, that's an insta-kill. So he's just gonna insta-kill this knife guy. Nice. And I think the card said... Oh, not the card, but the... I think it said, yeah. If you manage to kill one of them, the rest will run away. So the other guys run away. So that actually went sort of okay. I mean, I'm not going to say it went okay because we lost Sveta, but... And we do get a knife. Get a knife from the guy. And she's gone. So... We you know, she came to our shelter. We took care of her. She was already wounded when she showed up, and she did some stuff, but you know, she didn't contribute that much. But it's sad. It's the second person we lose here in the playthrough, and I mean, she was ill. She was wounded. She was fatigued. Things were not looking good for her anyway. But I think now we're down to 2 characters again. Means we can definitely have a guarantee to find an arrival in the next day here. But now we're going to read her epilogue. So we go to 285. And then we have all the characters here. So we're going to do Sveta. Had Sveta lived to see the war's end, she would have found it difficult to answer her pupils' questions. But at least she would have tried. Not that it matters now. The children will have to find their own answers. Remove this character from the game. Yeah, this game, you know, that's it happens in this game. And I mean, you know, we did kill a 16-year-old kid with a knife as well. So it's not like we're the heroes in this one. Yeah, exactly. Maybe we get a red character next time. As Emi says here, that would be so good. There's one of them. I don't remember his name now. Marco. It's Marco. He's really good, like fighting and carrying stuff. And this Boris that can carry a lot of stuff. There's good characters in the game. Now, this card will go under the location because this can't happen again. So go right there. That was a fight happening from Reality Impact. That could happen. So. We ended up losing a character, but we got a knife. I don't know if that trade is... I don't know. She was so wounded already from the sniper. That's the thing. And you got to sort of min-max a little bit from a game perspective. Even though I like thematic and the role-playing aspect. But yeah. So I think we're going to keep searching. Because, I mean, we already have a lot of stuff. So if we found someone that we could trade with right now, that would be nice. We don't need 2 knives. Open space. There is open space here. We can move carefully. Could... I don't know. I don't want to... Well, we can't trade unless we meet someone. But we might meet, like, the soldiers. They're going to fight us. They're going to kill Pavle. That would be terrible. So, I don't think we can risk that. So I think we will move carefully. Return 2 exploration cards. And raise the noise by 2. Then we keep going. Hiding place. Oh, this is ways we can ignore an encounter. Yeah. Return 2 exploration cards to save this. Well, we're almost out of here, but I'm hoping that the last card is a search something. Oh, it stares down. Yeah. So basically, we're gonna enter. We're gonna increase this by 3. We don't have 3. We're gonna roll. We're gonna meet someone, but we're just gonna use the hiding place to ignore that. Because I didn't want to end the thing because I wanted to go to the heart of the city before we end this. Because I still, you know, there's still stuff we could find. So this goes down to 1 and we're going to go to the heart of the city. What happens here? Oh, Erika is good as well on Scavenging, yeah. Alright, so we are in chapter 2. So we're going to roll the die. That's a 7, it's probably good. We're gonna look at H11. H11, it's not in the app, it's in this book. So H11 is... Let's get something good here, come on. Come on, game. 3 card sharps. What's that? 3 card sharps sitting at the table or killing... Oh, it's like people playing cards. 3 card sharps sitting at the table or killing time with a bottle of moonshine and a deck of cards. Aces, kings, queens, day after day, they place bets and deal the cards. Everyone here knows them. They usually fight bitterly and accuse one another of cheating. If we got the gambling bug, we can join the experts. Or we can go back to the game. I want to gamble with these guys. Sure. We go to H70. We have a lot of stuff. So, I mean, we might be able to, even if we lose some stuff. Yeah. You can wager any tokens from the findings pile with a combined value of 5 to 15. Then we roll the black die and see what happens. I'm gonna wager... I'm gonna go crazy here. Because, again, we have too much stuff that weighs. So, he can only carry 4. And we don't need water, actually. Oh, let's take... We don't need 2 electrical parts. So this is 6. Oh, I love that we found some jewelry. We don't need a weapon part, so this is 8. Between 8 and 15. And we don't need 2 filters. I want to have 1 filter, though, because I want to build a water collector. And so these things are not weighing. So this is up to 6, 7, 8. We'll do the shells. So we'll gamble on 10 with those stuff there. Then we roll the die. Come on. We need a good result now. And that's a 9. Nice. Right, this is probably good. A result of 6 to 10, which was what we got. Add any gray, yellow, green tokens with a combined value equal to or lower than your wager. Oh, cool. Okay, so we get something here worth 10. It's yellow, so we could get bandages or meds. We already have 2 bandages. Nobody's wounded. Can we get food? Let's see, what was it? Green? Yeah, we can... No, gray. Yeah, green. So we can get food. And they're not hungry. Wow, we're doing so good right now. Everything. Hey, Stefan. I would recommend you to get this War of Mine. It's such a good game. And you can check out the playthrough and see if you like it. I mean, I did part 1 yesterday. I would recommend you start looking at that one if you haven't seen the game before. To get an idea if this could be a game for you. The game is really dark. You don't want to play this with kids and so on. But it's a really good game in many senses. So, alright, so I think we are going to add 2 vegetables. That's what we're going to get from the gamble. Then it says you can play a maximum of 5 times. We can play again. I think we will. I mean, even if we lose this stuff, I don't really care. It only weighs a lot. So let's gamble again. That's an 8. We won again. Wow, this could be really good here. Maybe should have gone to the heart of the city more. Oh yeah, I know, Emi. Famous last words. We're doing so good. But anyway, we're only 2 characters. We need to find more people. But now we can trade again. We can get something again for 10 value. Wow, there's so much stuff. I mean, we have a med because it's really cold. We might start getting sick. We have 2 bandages. We have 2 knives. We don't need 2 knives. They actually weigh something. I didn't think about that. You know what? I think we're gonna put in a knife. No, we already won. We're gonna take something first. We won on 10. What are we taking? We can't take a red token, so we can't take like a weapon. But gray. Hey, Chris. Yeah, we're gonna keep gambling here. It's fun. You know what? I'm gonna take, because we still have a closed door back home, I'm gonna take a lockpick because it doesn't weigh anything. So that's 5. And I like the idea of taking stuff that doesn't weigh anything because, you know, we only have 1 guy that can carry stuff. So maybe for the other 5, well, let's actually take another lockpick. Just like trade value. It's just value that we have for later on. It doesn't weigh anything. But now we're gonna gamble one more time. I'm gonna put in a knife as well. Well, not as well, because we can maximum of 15. So this would be 8, 10, 13, 14. We'll put in a cigarette. So this is 15 we're doing now. So we're gambling on 15. This is the last time. If we win, I know what I want. That's an 8. We won again. Wow. Now we're rolling good here. We can do this 5 times. This is almost like breaking the game. We can get like all the tokens we want here. Then we can trade for like what? Oh, this is cool. Okay, but this is last time. I'm not going to push the luck too much. So we won again. We can take stuff worth 15 this time. And I'm just going to value maximize here what he can carry. So we're going to take jewelry for 10. And then for another 5. Well, the food shortage really messed us up because now there's no vegetables left here. That's a bit annoying. But I think we are going to go for... We're going to go for coffee actually, because we don't have any coffee. And well, we do have coffee. Okay, so here's 2 for 2 coffees. So we need 3 more. And it's going to be stuff that doesn't weigh anything. We're just going to take some chems. Why not? So, I mean, look at this. Okay, this is crazy. We went out here. We did lose Sveta. First, she got shot by a sniper. Then she got stabbed by some kid. Pavle sorted that out, though, like you do. War times. And we did bring some stuff. So it's not like we got all of this. But look at the stuff that he's bringing home. This is insane. So this is the thing. These are all the things that doesn't weigh anything. All of this. Then we have this that weighs stuff, and he can't carry all of this. So we have to decide what he will bring home. I mean, if we can get a trade in now, that's insane. We can just get all the stuff we need. Well, we basically already have a bunch. We have jewelry. All right, I'm so excited for this. The electrical parts, we're not going to carry those home. We are going to carry the knives home because we don't need 2 knives, but they're worth 8. So then he can carry a total of 4. We already have water. We have some wood. So basically, we're going to take 2 knives, a filter, and the last thing we'll take is... I want the filter because we're going to build... I'm going to take 1 piece of wood. Because then we can build the water collector, so we can get water that way. Oh, I played the digital game a lot, like hundreds of hours before this one came out. That's why I really wanted this game when it came to Kickstarter and all that. So this is all the stuff he's bringing home, which is insane. This is like the best loot I ever seen in this game from one night. I mean, I don't even feel bad about losing Sveta at this point because that was so good. It's terrible of me saying that. But okay, before we get home, we need to resolve the night phase. So now, the night raids. This could be bad. This could be bad. We don't have that much stuff, but if she gets hurt, we do have bandages. All right, so let's shuffle this up a little bit. And while he was away, this happened back home. Memories. Okay. Here's a character on guard duty. Check their misery and roll the black die. So it's Emilia. She's misery 1. So we're going to roll the black die. It's... Oh, that was... I don't know what that was. That's a 6. 4 to 6. Emilia. Misery 1 is 517. Looking at 517. What happens? When the banks closed, father opened the safe and pulled out a small chest. Cheer up, girls, he said. We aren't broke yet. Then he went to the marketplace and brought back fresh peaches. He kept trading jewelry for food every day. He also received humanitarian aid just like everybody else. So it wasn't that bad, apart from the isolation. But father wanted us to be safe. Back to the game. It's just some memories from her. I never seen anything bad happening with the memory card. I think it's just like story, which is good. Like nothing happening during the night in this game is awesome. Well, all the time, nothing happening is something good in this game. general rule. All right. Perfect. So yeah, this goes. Shuffle this back into the Nitrates deck. So we have one good card in here, basically. Nothing happening, sort of. I don't know. Maybe something bad could happen, but I never seen. It's just like they think back to what things. Okay, so now he comes home. We need to make some space here because this is insane. This loot. The loot. So I'm gonna organize this like some kind of organization here. So we have gems and herbs and coffee and bandages. And I mean, it's good to have the bandages because we might, we're gonna try to find some new arrival. They might be hurt when they're coming, so. And lock picks. And we have 2 knives and a hatchet now. We're drowning in weaponry as well. Well, it would be nice to have a shotgun or something, but. We have jewelry. We have some shells. And cigarettes that we don't need. And meds. Wow, look at this storage. This is amazing. Oh, actually we have a filter as well. And another piece of wood. This is so good. Good job, Pavle. Wow, that was impressive. That was good. All right. So, as we come back home, we did the night raid phase. And now we are going to do the dawn. So we start off with assigning meds and bandages. We don't need to do that. Nobody is sick or wounded. Then we're going to draw a fate card. And I don't see anything bad happening here. The only thing that can happen is that she needs some coffee, but you know, we have coffee now, so. Alright, raise the wounds, nobody's wounded. Lower the illness, nobody's ill. Cold tokens minus board ups, 5 or more. It's 5 minus 3 board ups is 2, so we're okay. Nobody gets ill. Perfect. Exchange the nearest small location. We don't have a small location, so that doesn't happen. No weight tokens. And now we do Spirit A. Yeah, so she is going to drink some coffee. She deserves that. You know, we have a bunch of coffee. You can have your coffee. No problem. And he's not doing anything. He doesn't care about Spirit A. So that was, all in all, great. Again, nothing happening is a good thing in this game. And now we're going to draw the positive cards, the narrative actions. Wow, I thought the playthrough might be short. Like yesterday, I was like, at some point, I was like, okay, this game is over. But Vigilant Watch. Play during the night raid phase. Lower the damage wounds from a single night raid card by 4 tokens, resources, or wounds. That's awesome. Or Like a Mouse. Play during the Scavenging phase. Instead of rolling for noise, set the noise to 1. Oh, both of these are really good. Both of these are like saving us, you know, wounds and whatnot. But oh, that's true. Emi is saying when you get the memory card, if you have a high misery, then and roll bad, then it could be bad. But you know, you want to keep the misery down, right? So what do you guys think? I'm gonna take a little drink something quick break and let the stream catch up because I know there's a like 20-second or 30-second delay. You get to decide. Do we want Like a Mouse, setting noise to 1 point, or Vigilant Watch, lower the damage by 4 in 1 night raid? Up to you guys. Right, so Alex saying Like a Mouse. If we get, I don't know what Emi thinks here. Because the thing is, like, I like both of them, but I'm leaning more towards Like a Mouse. I mean, we have a lot of tokens, so even if they steal some stuff, we're still okay. And I'm more afraid of meeting like the soldiers again when we go out. So that would help with Like a Mouse there, I guess. But both of the cards are good. I think we're gonna do like a mouse then. So we're gonna keep this, and I'm actually gonna put this somewhere like here, so I remember to use it. I can put it like here. Remember to use it when we need to lower it, because we can push the noise very high. We can choose always choose the things that are like, oh well, we'll just push the noise up, which push noise up, going, and then we just lower it to 1, and then yeah. But I like Vigilant Watch as well, and Emi is saying it can be huge late game. I agree. But yeah, well, we'll do that. We'll go with that. So then let's do now. We don't have any alcohol, and now sadly though, since we lost Sveta, we have to check to see how the other characters react. And this is, it could go really bad here, because we're gonna compare to their empathy, and we're gonna raise misery by 2 if they really care, and that would bring them up to 3. So this is tight situation here. But here we go. So we're gonna look. Emilia has 3, and that's an 8. She doesn't care. Well, maybe she cares, but not enough to become miserable. I don't want to say that he's a psychopath. Then Pavle has 6, and that's a 3. Pavle does care, so he goes up to 3 misery. It's not good, but I think we might be able to handle it. We still have the cat, and maybe I should have gotten some alcohol. Actually, I didn't think about that. That would probably have been a smart move to, when we did the gambling, could probably have taken like a bottle of alcohol, because I knew this could happen. We knew that Sveta was gone, so yeah, I didn't plan. That was not optimizing gameplay, but okay. So that was the end of the day. One more thing though, when you lose someone, you get the Desperate Measure card, and we have to eat this. We could still eat Anton. We were not going to do that. That's just too absurd. I'm going to remove that card. We don't draw it again, because it says to remove it when you used it. Instead, we are going to have Stuff of Nightmares. Tonight, no one will dare approach our door. Those bloodstains were a real omen. Play at the beginning of the Night Raids phase. Do not draw any Night Raids cards during this Night Raid. Oh, wow. That is awesome. Wow, that is incredible. So we can skip a Night Raid because we have bloodstains at our door from, Pavle carried Sveta back home. It also says, though, additionally, roll the black die and compare the result with the empathy of each character present in the shelter. Equal to or lower raises their misery by 1. So when we use this, they might go up in misery. So we cannot use it unless we get his misery down first. Otherwise, he might die from this. But I'm going to put it here at the Night Raids. So this is something we might use later on, just to save us from one Night Raid. That could be huge. And that's nice, because we didn't take the Vigilant Watch. So now we got this instead, sort of. So yeah, that's even better in some ways. As long as we can get his misery down first. But I have some ideas on how we could do that. Alright, so that was the end of the day. We're going to day 6, and we're still here. We're still playing, which I'm happy for. And we have so much stuff. Alright, let's start off with an event card. And we add 1 to the cold space. So it's really cold now. Reality Impact. Oh, so it's a Reality Impact on one of these cards. I don't think maybe I haven't seen that before. It was a long time ago. Something unexpected has happened. Draw a card from the colors deck. It's so cool with this system. I think it's so well made. So this makes it so that the game is replayable for like a long time. And it's a red. That's usually not good. Alright. So it's red. And then we look at top card of event deck. Check the number. Shuffle it in afterwards. Okay. So at the end here, we have 3 ending events, so we're not going to include those. But we're going to look at the top card here. The red is 319. Then we're going to shuffle these. Right, so 319. 319. And then we remove this card. So 319. See what that is about. The rumors about the humanitarian aid station hidden deep in the mountains and woods turned out to be true. More and more frequently we spot groups of people sneaking towards the tree line. However, there are far fewer of them returning with bags full of supplies. Sometimes shots can be heard in the woods. Normally these pathways lead nowhere. Leaving the woods on the other side, we'd step out into occupied territory. The only thing waiting there for us is death. The station has to be hidden in one of those mountain valleys. If it wasn't for this cursed winter, we could try and live in the woods near one of those stations. I wonder how long it will stay in operation. And if bands of thugs who don't feel like standing in long lines aren't already lurking at the edge of the woods. We're gonna write Trail 319 Dawn on a blank token and place it in the storage. From now on, at the end of every dawn phase, you may send one or more characters to the trail in the woods. Place their cards on the fate deck along with the trail token and raise their fatigue by 1. Okay. Probably not gonna do that though, because we only have 2 characters. If we had 4, I might send one off to get stuff, but we also have a lot of stuff, so it doesn't make sense to use this, I think, right now. But we're gonna write Trail 319 so we can get back to this number, so we remember what it is. And we're gonna place it in the storage. So at the dawn phase, we should write dawn on it as well. Remember that it's in dawn that we can do this. In the dawn, which is like the whole thing with what's it called? With like when we come back and everything before the next day, someone could be sent out there, and if we do, we raise their fatigue by 1, and then it says they will return only at the beginning of the next dawn, so they're gone for a full day. They don't resolve water or hunger, so we don't need to feed them or give them water. It could be good if we have someone that's like really hungry, right? And then we will click this and see what happens during their visit to the humanitarian station in the woods. And it doesn't sound like that. It's a good thing. That could be really nasty, I guess, as well. Oh, wait. Lateralis, that was a hard name, is saying that I only roll once for both characters when someone died. Oh, it's true. Roll the black die and compare the result with each character. Oh, wait, have I done that incorrectly in other instances as well then? That's awesome. That means that Pavli doesn't have Misery 3. That is amazing. Thank you for pointing that out. That's awesome. He only has Misery 1. So nobody cared that she died. Sounds terrible, but that's how it was. Oh yeah, I think I've been doing this wrong the whole time, because this card as well says roll the black die and compare the result with the empathy of each character. It does. You don't roll for each character. You roll once and then you compare. Oh. I've been doing that wrong in the whole playthrough. I'm sorry for that. If you're watching this, remember that if you play this game yourself, you don't roll for each character. You roll once, because that could also mean that I think I've done that before. I've done that before when I rolled like a 2, like a, I don't know, maybe I rolled like a, no, but he should still, oh, what did I roll? Or maybe I rolled like an 8, and then I said like, okay, Emilia doesn't care. But that 8 should have been for him as well. So I think I took more mystery than I should have. But I might also have lowered my mystery by more than I should have. Last stream, I found like a manuscript, like a custom item. And then they could read it. But then they read it separately, actually. Okay, I think I'm okay. But it's good that you point that out. I should read the cards more carefully. I'm often too excited. I'm like, oh, I want to go on to the next thing. So I don't look closely enough at things. So thank you for pointing that out. Pavli is okay. Wow, we're doing really good then. So we're heading into day 6. We did the event card. Now it's time to do the action phase. So action-wise here, we have... She only has 1 action. He has 2. But she's going to spend her first action. I'm going to do the whole bed thing. She goes take a nap, gets rid of the fatigue. That gives her 2 more actions. So she has 2 actions now. That was her first. He will spend one of his to do something, though. What is he doing? What is he doing? We have the board ups. I would like to get the better heater in place because it's so cold. I think that might be the priority, to build that one right away. I keep forgetting what it costs. It costs 2 mechanical parts, 1 electrical. Oh, we don't have the components needed. We need 3 components. I was also thinking to build the rainwater collector, but that takes 5 components. We need a bunch of components, actually. So I think his first action will be, he will go to the storehouse and take a look at the last furniture card. So that's the last, basically it's the last card in the whole house that we will get something from. If we clear this rubble, that's 2 rubble we need to clear. That's 4 actions. Then we can poke about for water. This is so stupid. I will never do this. I much rather spend those actions building a water collector. And we're doing okay on water anyway, so yeah. So, actually, no. Let's not do the furniture. Let's send him out. We need to find more people. So he's going to go outside. Let's do that. And we need to invite people. Yeah, we need to. All right, so since we only have 2, we will go straight for an arrival. So now we don't need to gamble. We've been finding these neighbors that are hungry and sick and whatnot. And now it's time, it's so good. When we have 2, we can just go straight for an arrival. So here we go. That's a trader. We ignore him. That's a beggars. Ignore those. And there's an arrival. Okay. So I'm happy for that. So the arrival is... Oh, wow. This guy has a pistol with him, or girl. A wounded stranger asks for shelter. There, they have 2 wounds. We have bandages. If you decide to take this person in, draw a card from the characters deck, add them to your group. Level 2 wounds, level 1 hunger. We get a pistol and 1 ammo. That's perfect at this stage. Or we can trade with them. We're definitely gonna take them in. We need more people. So let's find a good character now, and we might win this playthrough. We found, okay, well, not the best. Keep getting these. We found Bruno. He's okay though. He's a TV host and a chef. He has 1 prowess, so he can reroll once. He has very low empathy, which is good. He doesn't really care about stuff. So that's actually really good, because he's not gonna get miserable that easy. And it says you may he has a special action. Voila! You may sacrifice one of his day actions to roll the black die. If we get 6 to 10, we will add a vegetable to the storage. He can make a vegetable appear from nowhere. But I don't know. I don't think we're gonna use that. Like, at least not right now. We have a lot of food. His spirits are habit. He's smoking. He needs a cigarette, but we have cigarettes, so that's good. We can keep those for him. B is if he's hungry 2 or 3, he becomes miserable by 1. And if he's wounded on C, he becomes miserable by 1. And he is wounded, so let's hope we don't get C here on the first time we will resolve that. So we'll move the cat once again. He's going to be blue. Just go back and forth with this. And let's find Bruno. He has his... Where are you, Bruno? You have a bag. Here he is. This bag there. Alright, then he also has wound of 2. That's not that great. And then he has hunger of 1, which is... And he's bringing a pistol, working pistol. That's perfect for the nitrate again. We can have that on the nitrate. So we have a pistol and an ammo. You need ammo to shoot the pistol, obviously. And that's it, right? Yeah. Then shuffle this card back into the visitor's deck. So we could find someone else later on that also has a pistol with them. Nice. And that's different. The other visitor we got earlier, when we got Sveta, then that card should be removed from the game. So it seems like a bit different there. So we shuffle that up. Right, that was good. Okay, so he has 1 action basically. So that was, let's see, that was Pavlis. She did the bed, which got her 2 more actions, and he had 2. Yeah, so we have 4 more actions now. 3 characters. I almost want to just gamble and go and see if we can find a fourth character, because we have so much food and everything. We have bandages for Bruno. Well, I want components so we can build a heater, because that's gonna be an issue. Otherwise, they're gonna get sicker and sicker every day if it's too cold. I haven't done this yet. I think it's time to go and poke about, find some components. I haven't needed to because we have found components in other ways, but I think we'll just send Bruno to poke about. And then we'll send Emilia to the storehouse for the furniture. That might give us stuff as well, or like components. And Pavle, maybe he should. Yeah, I hope we can build a heater. So he's not going to do that. So we need both 5, right? Kind of a lot, but no, 3. We need 3 components. We have the other stuff. So hopefully we can build this today. But we're not going to be able to use it today. But, you know, we need to make progress at least. So what is he doing then? He could go here, but then he rolls 8 to 10. We get stuff from the heap chart. I don't think so. It's so small chance, like 8 to 10. Oh, I know what he's going to do. I know how to fix this. Guaranteed. We don't need the workshop anymore. We don't need to make parts or filters or repair a guitar. He's gonna go here. He's gonna disassemble. This is advanced rules. He's gonna deassemble the workshop. So let's start with that. He's going to get Bruno to invite to 4th. I think we need the heater. That's the thing. So we're gonna. Oh wait. Well, this happens simultaneously, so it's not like we can get components and then use them right away. Otherwise, I would have done that. We get 5 components. Well, actually, then we're not gonna poke about for components because he's gonna deassemble this. So let's go outside with the Bruno instead. We get 5 components. We get 3 wood. So that's not bad. And we also get 1 mechanical part. Right. So much stuff. Okay, and then I guess we put this back here. I think we can build it again. Still know how to build it, so. Alright, so he did that. And she's doing the furniture. Furniture gets us a vegetable. I don't think we have now. Because of that food shortage that happened earlier. Yeah, we don't have any vegetables. Right, but we do get... Wow, this is insane. We get bandages from the furniture. So we have 3 bandages. Look at that. We get 2 herbs. We're running out of stuff in the supply now. We have so much stuff. I never seen this happen before in this game. 1 water, and which is good because we only have 3 water and 1 piece of wood. So if we get a 4th character, we do need another water. Perfect. All right, he's done. And now Bruno is out here. Let's see what he finds. Now we got to do the visitor. Problem is we might find just like some neighbor or something. Okay. Gossip. Oh. Alright, so we can look at the top card from everything, which is okay, I guess. It's not bad. Let's look at Night Raid. Rugged Hoodlums. 6 damage, starting with green tokens, and 3 wounds. This is really bad. I think we might have to do this, use this card to skip that one. We do have a pistol, but I will see. Then we look at the Residence top card. We need to shuffle this, I think. I don't remember if I shuffled. So Residence is going to be thugs. So combat begins automatically. So we know we're gonna go into combat with thugs. But we do have the like a mouse, so we can try to avoid that. It's good to get this information, actually. And then we also get to look at the location deck. It doesn't matter. We know it hasn't changed. It's still the abandoned cottage. I don't know if we're going to get there. And we get to look at the event. So we know the next day it's going to be 4 to the cold space. Okay, this is really good to know. This information is super good. Because the thing is then we don't want to spend time now removing a lot of cold. Because we're going to add 4 here anyway. So, and then it says relatively peaceful. Place this card on Nitrate's deck. If there is at least one board up token in the shelter, skip the Nitrate phase. Oh. Okay. So tomorrow, it's not this one, but tomorrow, as we have board ups, it's going to get really cold. Well, it doesn't matter if we already have 6. We can't add anymore. And then we're not going to have a Nitrate phase tomorrow on day 7. So this is really good information. Oh, I love it. So I actually like getting that card. I would rather have a character, but yeah, this was so much better than getting like the hungry neighbor that we have to give them food and all that. All right. So yeah, that was good. Okay, so we have one more action. Emilia has one more action. But I still want to build the heater for future use. So let's have her do that. And she's going to build it next to the simple heater here. Still want to have it for the next and so on because it is good. So you could build a reinforced door. This requires that you have 3 board ups, which we do have. We have all the stuff we need. And what it does is it adds +2 to the prowess of each character on guard duty. So we could keep re-rolling. We could put someone there with a pistol. And we could get... Well, the best we can get is 3. In some ways, it's even better to have the hatchet on the guard duty, because if we can reroll this like 3 times, we might get the hatchet, and that just cancels. And no, we're gonna do this anyway. We need to get rid of that thing. So then we might do this instead. I was planning to actually do this to build the chair, but that was before I realized, you told me in the chat that I did wrong on Pavle. He wasn't at level 3 mystery. If he was, I would have built a chair and lower his mystery by 1. But right now, Bruno is not miserable, so it doesn't make sense to build a chair right now. We wouldn't get the full effect out of it. You can use the chair to rest and lower mystery as well. And if you have books, then you add to this, so if you have 3 books, then the chair is really good actually. Oh, there's so many options. I'm just going back and forth here. I'm just gonna go with the improved heater, because we will that will help us in the long run. So it is going to be 2 mechanical parts, 1 electrical part. We have so much stuff, it doesn't matter. 3 components, and we have an improved heater. So now it's only 1 wood or book instead of 2 to remove 1 cold token. So that is really good. That's going to help us out tomorrow and so on. All right, so that was the day actions. But we still have the cat, actually. The cat hasn't done its thing. It was gone yesterday, but it came back. We'll see what it's doing. He's doing a 9, so he's bringing a raw food. He found some rats, I assume. I don't want to know what it is, but we're eating here, but that's good. Always good to get more food. This is the amount of stuff. I can't, I keep talking about it, but I'm still so excited about how much stuff we have. We have 3 characters. They're not really that bad shape. We have the 2 wounds here, but... So now we're going to do the whole feeding phase. So we're going to give everyone water. We are going to... well, I guess we just... give vegetables to these and a raw food that the cat just found to Bruno. So have a good meal, Bruno, with whatever that meat is. So he gets rid of his hunger. And so that's done. Now we're gonna add fatigue, since they are gonna do stuff. We can't really have anyone sleeping right now, since we only have 3 characters and everything. So probably will go to 2, but it's okay, because then his first action tomorrow is to take a nap, get rid of it, and then get 2 more actions. I like that combo there. All right, so where are we going? Who's going where? So Bruno can carry 3, so that's good. So Bruno and Emilia are basically the same. I don't want to leave Bruno here with 2 wounds, because if he gets wounded by... No, we're going to ignore this, actually. Oh, and this is interesting. This when we use this to ignore the Night Raid card, then it says we roll the black die and compare the result with the empathy of the characters present in the shelter. So then we are going to leave Bruno here because he's not miserable at all. So if he gets 1 misery, and he has 2 empathy, he doesn't care. So he's not... Yeah. That's awesome. All right, so these guys are going out. He's staying at home. We could give him a weapon, but it doesn't matter because we know we're going to use this card anyway. We're not going to meet the rugged hoodlums. That would be too hard. All right. So yeah, let's keep going here for the night. We don't have snipers anymore. So good. And now I'm starting to think, do we really want to go here again? I'm still kind of tired of this place. I'm starting to... I'm going to have to look that up. How did that advanced rule work where we could wipe these things? I'm going to Google because I don't have it. I should print it out and have it here, actually. This war of mine, advanced... I knew I looked at something earlier. Advanced rules. What's it called? Hidden rules, maybe? Yeah, hidden rules. So there's some Board Game Geek. You can go check it out as well. It's much... You should play the game like this because it's just weird that they have these hidden rules game. I don't like that stuff, but okay. So let's open it up and see what it was. You can get rid of... I can go through these really quickly so you know what it is. You can move a fitting. You can spend an action to move things around in the shelter. You can dismantle it, which was what we did here earlier. You can make a fort action if you want to by raising their fatigue by 2, and then you can do a fort action. So that's an option as well. You can eat at any time, which I have been doing. You can eat the cat or the dog, which is terrible, but you can do it if you have to. And then you get 2 raw food for the cat, 4 raw food for the dog. The dog ran away earlier, that was sad. You can hide stuff, which I have been doing. You can, if you go to the scavenge, you can raise their fatigue by 2, and they can carry 1 more thing. So if you really need to bring something home. You can exchange locations. This is what we're going to do now, I think. We can assign meds and bandages at any time, which is just you do it before the night phase. Why would you do that at any time, though? Oh, maybe you can do it because then if they have the bandage on them and they're outside, they can't be stolen. Something like that, I guess. And you can drink alcohol at any time to lower their raise fatigue, but lower their misery. But okay, exchange locations. At the beginning of or the end of the scavenging phase, you may return 4 exploration cards to exchange any of the 3 locations on the board and draw a new one. The problem with that now is that we would have to start one, right? Because we don't have any exploration cards right now. We would have to like start one, like go to here, get 14 cards, return 4 right away to exchange like the sniper junction for tomorrow. It's not like we can go somewhere else right now. So that's a thing. Could go to the church, I guess. There's bars. We do have... Well, we don't have the saw anymore. There's a closed door. We have a lockpick. Because we could get alcohol over here and so on. I don't even know what I'm looking for now. We have so much stuff. I don't even know what items I want to get. Which is crazy. Let's do a short one. We've been doing this, but I don't like it. So let's do this one here. We're going to the church. I'm getting 10 cards. And remember, we don't want to meet those thugs. I mean, we could, like, if we were really gambling, we could have brought, like, the hatchet and the pistol, and we could have just gone for trying to take them out. Because then we get some stuff as well. At a certain, like, when you play the PC game, at a certain point, you can really start looking for combat. I remember one time I played, I got, like, a sniper rifle from the construction site, and I wiped out the whole military base on my own. Which was really exciting. I remember my heart pumping. It was really... Because it's really hard to do combat in the PC game as well. Like, the mouse is shaking, so it's really hard to do it well. So we get 10 Which is what makes this game stand out from a lot of other games. Like this game, you're not soldiers, you're not like killers. You're these like untrained civilians. You're not supposed to be able to use an AK or a sniper rifle. Right, so let's start the exploration here in the church. We start with tough luck, roll for the noise. Oh, that's exciting. Don't roll a 1 now. Come on. Wait. Before we do anything, I should have brought some stuff, right? Because we know we're not gonna... We don't need to bring stuff because we're not gonna have a night raid. But maybe I should have brought some stuff to sort of trade with. I think I should. I should have brought some jewelry. In case we can trade with someone. It doesn't weigh anything anyway. We could also have brought other stuff that doesn't weigh anything. Just in case we can trade with someone. We could give up 6 cards to trade at the church. But I don't want to do that when I don't even know what I want, really. So we're bringing all of this stuff that doesn't weigh anything. These small tokens. And we're definitely bringing a lockpick because there's a closed door over here. I almost forgot about that. So this is what we're bringing. We could have also, we know that we might meet these. We could have brought pistol. We only have 1 ammo though. So let's say we bring the hatchet and the pistol, just in case we have to fight. I don't want to, but yeah. So this is what we brought with us. He doesn't need a weapon because we're gonna ignore this night raid card anyway. So I think that's looking good for the night. And yeah, let's roll it up here. We're rolling for noise here. At the 9, we're fine. But yeah, you should do that before you start doing stuff, of course, in the exploration phase, because that'll be kind of cheating. Okay. So let's keep going. Someone's here. Raise the noise by 3. Not that great. But we do have our like a mouse as well. We should remember that. We found a hiding place. Oh, this is a way we can ignore a residence card. Problem is it costs us 2 exploration cards though. We could like do a backstab on these guys, I guess. Perform a backstab. How does that work? I have to remind myself. It's been a while since I did that. So backstab is unlike normal combat. During a backstab, only one side attacks. The other side cannot retaliate. Resolve the attack as the attack roll as if in normal combat. If you perform a backstab from a hiding place, which this is, after the backstab is resolved and the enemy is still alive, then you do the regular combat. Oh, I did forget about this. So when we did the combat against those kids earlier, when you roll, we did do that. So like, if you roll this symbol, I totally forgot about this. Sorry. When you roll this little symbol, then you can either just miss or you can trust fate. If you trust fate, you draw a fate card. And down here, like, if it has this symbol, then you do this stumble, self-hit, suffer 1 wound. So you can gamble that your attack actually didn't miss, but something good happened instead. If it matches the color of a combat die rolled. Oh, that's interesting. I totally forgot about that effect as well. Hey, from Russia. I can't pronounce your name, sorry. But hello. Yeah, so you can do that as well. And the backstab, I mean, if you get the hiding place, we could backstab them with a hatchet. You do this all the time in the computer game, and it's really effective. Are we gonna do that? I mean, we could just fight these thugs. But we don't get anything. Like, I mean, since we can peek at the card, since we have our special things, we can peek at the card. If we fight them, it's not like we get anything. So I don't want to fight them. It's only a bad deal. So I'm going to ignore this. I'm going to ignore this. And let's keep going. Search the heap. All right. So we can raise the noise by 1 and roll for the noise. Or we can return 2 exploration cards. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to return 2 exploration cards. And we're going to raise noise by 1. But we can lower it later on. Let's search the heap. We found a broken pistol. That's basically a trading good for us. I mean, you can fix it, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So we have a broken pistol. It's worth 5. So we found some ammo, which is good since we do have a working pistol. And then we're gonna roll the dice, see what we get. And it's more interesting now that we're at the church. We can get alcohol or jewelry. It was so bad over at the construction site or Central Square. That was so bad. Okay, so 3 doesn't get us anything though. All right, so that was the findings. Now let's look at another exploration card. Keep going. And stairs down. Return 3 exploration cards. That would be the end of this exploration. Or raise the noise by 3 and roll for the noise. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So we're gonna raise the noise by 3. It goes up to 8. But instead now of rolling for the noise, we're gonna use the like a mouse card. Instead of rolling for noise, set the noise marker to 1. So we're using that. So we don't get to meet these thugs. Because, I mean, we might beat them, but we might take wounds. And yeah, I don't want to get into that. That could be a bad, like, spiraling down from there. Search the furniture. Okay. Raise the noise by 1 and roll for the noise, or return 2 exploration cards. I'm going to play it safe. I'm happy just finding some furniture on this run. And we're going to do Heart of the City as well. So return 2 exploration cards, and we're going to look at a furniture card. So we found a weapon part, raw food. That's nice. We do need some food, I guess. And also roll the die. That's a 6. That gives us nothing. All right, we need to get to an 8 to get some alcohol. All right. So we're going to end the exploration, but we're also going to do a Heart of the City card. See what we find. So we are in the second chapter. We're going to roll the die again. It's a 1. Probably not good. So it's H44. H44 is coming up. And let's see here. A mother is trying to push a spoonful of gruel, I don't know what that means, into her daughter's mouth. This is horrible, Mom. I don't want to eat it, protests the girl, who apparently remains a fussy eater even in war. Her father used to deal out food from humanitarian aid packages. When he was alive, he tried to make sure his daughter had all she needed, but his successor did not feel obligated to help someone else's family. If you don't eat, you won't be strong, then a bad sniper will come for you, says the girl's mother with resignation. The child's eyes grow wide with fear. With a sad sigh, she opens her mouth and swallows the nasty gruel. But next time I want chocolate, she adds, through tears. That was just sad. That was just a sad story about, you know, children in wartime. And I'm never playing with the Orphans expansion. For this, I have the Orphans expansion. I'm never playing with it. I'm not bringing in kids into the experience here. That would just be too cruel. So that is the end of this. Let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in weight. We can carry 7. I don't care about bringing a weapon part home. I'm going to leave it here. Do I care about the broken pistol? Right now that would be 4. So we could bring 3 water. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring 3 water home. And we might, you know, we can trade with the broken pistol maybe later on. Next day we are going to go outside again to try to find someone. We might find a trader, and then we can trade with him. So yeah. Oh, hey Lev. Oh, gruel is like really bad and watery oatmeal, says Alex. Yeah. All right, so now we go to the night raid phase, which means we're gonna do this stuff of the nightmares. We got this because Sweta died. So we're gonna roll the die. No night raid card. I don't know. Do we shuffle the deck then? I don't know how that works. It says like do not draw a night raid card. So I assume we just leave it there. It doesn't say that, you know, if we did this we would shuffle the deck, but I don't think we're gonna shuffle the deck. So we're gonna have the rugged hoodlums tomorrow But that's not going to happen because we know the event is going to happen. So yeah, okay, we're just pushing that forward in time. So let's roll it up. We got a 3. Bruno has 2 in empathy. He doesn't care so much about this. He didn't know Sveta anyway. So yeah, makes sense. So there we are. So I don't think we're going to shuffle this either. Like, the thugs are going to come. The next card we draw will be the thugs. I mean, we shuffle like this one because we used it. But I don't think you shuffle decks that you didn't go into. That's at least how I'm going to play it. I think that makes sense. So, like, we have this information. We know there's thugs out there. We know the rugged hoodlums are going to come. But we're not going to shuffle those decks. Alright, so then everyone comes home. So all this food. And now we have the option, remember. If we want to, we could send someone out to that humanitarian aid place in the woods. But we have so much stuff, like, there's a risk to that as well. They might come home with, like, some food, but then at the same time, they did take a wound. So I'm not going to gamble on that. And that also means they're gone for a full day. We would lose their actions for a full day. That would be terrible. So I think the only good thing with that is they wouldn't eat and drink. So I think, like, the only time you want to do that, if you have someone at, like, hunger 3, and you don't have food, and you don't want them to die, you can send them away instead. Maybe they find some food, right? So there's situations, I guess, where it makes sense. But right now, I'm just going to skip that. So we are going to do... And I always have to check this for some reason. I don't know why this is so hard to remember. First we do the meds and bandages. All right. So bandages to Bruno, of course. Sign that. And we can assign that at any time. So we could have done that earlier, I guess. Then nobody is sick and so on. We'll draw a fate card. Let's do that. And we're hoping to get one that will let him heal with that bandage. So we get this one here. It says raise the wounds of all unbandaged characters by 1. Heal the wounds of all. Yeah, so we're gonna heal the wounds. Yeah, by 1. Yeah. It goes down to 1, which is good because that gets him another action. That's really important. And then we get rid of the bandage. Then if cold minus board ups equals 3, we have 6 cold, we have 3 board ups, so that does equal 3. Raised illness of 3, yeah, everyone will get illness 1. So that's why we need to do that heater thing. We need to get rid of, because this could spiral out of hand. Now we have 1 meds, but I mean, yeah, this could be bad. Exchange the nearest location. Okay, so we finally get rid of this. I'm happy for that. We get rid of this. This central square. I didn't really like that place anyway. And this card now will go back into the findings. We'll shuffle that later on. The other ones will slide. I should show you what I'm doing. Sorry. These will slide like this, and we get the new one, which we know is the abandoned cottage, which is a cave place, I guess. Now we could go to the sniper junction, I guess, if we want to risk that. Then we keep going here. We are going to resolve weight tokens. We don't have any weight tokens. We're going to do spirit B on all characters. So let's do that. So B if on Bruno, if he is hungry level 2 or 3, he raises misery by 1. He's not hungry at all. B over here is if there's at least 2 cold tokens on the cold space, which there are, he will raise her misery by 1. She doesn't like the cold. And then Pavle, if he's wounded level 2 or 3, raises misery by 1. He's not wounded at all, so that's fine. And that's it for the fate card. So that was not that great. I mean, he went up in misery. I'd rather have A because we have coffee and cigarettes. That would have been better. But okay, it is what it is. Now let's do the fun stuff though, because now it's time for the narrative action card. So we take a look at 2 of these, and I need your help here probably. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's obvious. We'll see what we get. So rumors, I don't like rumors. Take a look at the top card from 2 of the decks. So right now we already know what's in those decks, right? So, okay, I'm not gonna ask you. We're gonna take Vigilant Watch. Play during the night raid phase, lower the damage wounds from a single night raid card by 4 tokens, resources, wounds. That is awesome. We are gonna take that one. We're not going to have a night raid right now, but when we have it, I do want to have that card in place. And rumors is, it's not that great. All right. And nobody died. We don't have any alcohol. Okay, so well, that's amazing. Okay, so Lev from Russia is saying in the chat here that he saw one of my videos recently, and he thinks it's one of the best channels about board games. Thank you so much for saying that, man. That's really nice of you. He's saying, although I do not know English well, but it does not interfere with watching your cool videos. Thank you, man. That's really nice of you, Lev. And I hope that you can understand some parts of my English as well. It's kind of funny actually, because I get emails from people from time to time, and they give me feedback on the channel, which I really appreciate when people do that. If they contact me on Facebook or Twitter or email, it's always like BGW Niramas, which is up there. Anyway, recently I got an email from someone saying that they have an easier time understanding me because I'm from Sweden, so I don't like my English is probably not like I'm not speaking that quickly, maybe that some Americans do or something. So and they were from like Ukraine, I think, and they said it was easier to understand me because I don't know. It's really cool anyway. Thank you so much. And email saying you can send one to the outpost. I don't know, Amy. I mean, sure, they could bring some meds, but maybe they get wounded, and I mean, they're gonna be gone for a full day. So that's like actions that I cannot do at home. And I need to do the heater. I want to build stuff. I'm not gonna send anyone to the trail. I'm not gonna do it. All right. So let's start day 7. Amazing that we got this far in the game. I'm so happy for that. And we know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be relatively peaceful. And the interesting thing here is it's going to say add 4 coal to the coal space. We already have all the 6 over there, so it doesn't matter. I don't... No. There's no more coal tokens. That's not going to happen. Then it says if there's at least 1 board up, which there is, then skip the night raid phase. So we're going to put this here. There's not going to be any night raid. We're just skipping the whole phase. That is so good. Love it. All right, let's do day actions. So let's start by assigning. I am going to do my little sleeping trick here again. So Bruno has 2 actions. Emilia has 2 actions. And only 1 action for Pavle. But he's going to spend that action going to the bed, getting rid of his fatigue with that action, and that gives him 2 more actions. So basically we have 6 actions in total on everyone. But he's doing that at the same time as they are doing their first action, so it's not like they can go to the bed as well. So let's see what they will be doing then for their first actions. We remove these 2. I just use these to keep track of how many actions they have. Really nice little boxes, actually. And it's so sad because I don't remember where I got these from. I picked them up at SNSP last year in Germany. And there was like barrels. There was really nice like upgrading tokens to board games. But I don't remember where it was from. If anyone recognizes them, let me know. Oh wow, Lev is saying he played this game for 60 times. Oh, I maybe played it. This might be my 9th or 10th time I play the board game. I play the computer game a lot though. I really like it as well. I should play it more. All right, so we're looking for actions for Bruno and Emilia. And we need to, we're gonna take care of the cold. She will take care of the cold. Then, is he going to build something? What would we build right now? What would we build? What do we need? I like the idea of the rainwater collector because it's like... But we're doing good on water. We're not really... Radio... I mean, at some point I might build a chair just to lower everyone's misery, but not right now. Reinforced door, it's good, but we're not going to have this now. We're going to have the Vigilant Watch next time. I think the night raids are pretty good handled. So we could improve the metal workshop to a gunsmith workshop, which means we could like make an assault rifle if we had a broken assault rifle. We can make a pistol out of the broken pistol, but we can make ammo with chems, but I don't know. We could make a second bed. Might be a good idea. We could do the crude stove just to start cooking some food. Like if we spend herbs, water, we can make vegetables. We could cook dinner. If we spend 1 raw food plus water plus a wood or a book, we can make 2 raw food. So like we could make more food that way. But we're doing pretty good on food as well. I don't know. You know what? Let's not build anything right now. Wait, what produces meds? Oh yeah, we're gonna need meds because of the cold, I guess. I think for meds you need... I think it's fairly complicated. You need like... You need to first make a herbal garden. Then you need to improve it to a herbal workshop. Then you can make meds with the herb and chems. Then you can make bandages as well. It's not a bad idea. But it's like a long process. And we only have like 2 days left or something in the game. So I don't think we're going to go that route. We're going to go out here, see if we find some more people. Or maybe we can trade with someone. Alright. So she's doing the heater, which means we only spend 1 now for each thing we remove. So we're just going to get rid of it all. Just because it's going to build up. So we're going to spend 6 wood. We don't have any books. Otherwise I'd rather spend books. But so 6 wood. We just get rid of all the cold. So that is so good. I mean, it's gonna build up again, but it's not like it's building up that quickly. So we might not have to deal with cold ever again in the game. No worries. When I'm live streaming, I mean, I love it when you guys send me messages. That's awesome. All right. So she did that. He did take his nap, and now we're gonna do the outside. We're gonna resolve a visitor card. Let's shuffle this up a little bit. See what we get. It would be nice to get a 4th character actually. And beggars. That's not what I was looking for. Beggars are asking for foods and meds. If you decide to share, then... Oh yeah, here's another example of where I should just roll the black die once and then compare it to everyone's empathy. I shouldn't like roll it for each character, which I did earlier. So if we give up a green-yellow token with a total value of 5, if we don't do it, they might become more miserable. We can't afford that, so we have to do this. But I mean, green-yellow token. Total value of 5. We could give up like chems and herbs. Yeah, let's do that. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna give them a bunch of stuff that we're not gonna use anyway. So we're giving them 5 yellow tokens for value of 5. And then we will roll this is shuffled back in, yeah. So now we will roll the die and compare it to everyone here. And that's a 1. That's actually perfect. So Bruno, everyone is below, it's like it's going to lower their misery by 1. So Pavli is not miserable anymore, and she goes down to 1. Yeah, this was perfect. That was really getting lucky here. I mean, misery is not an issue right now at all. That's amazing. All right. Then we have new actions. So everyone is going to do their 2nd action, and then Pavli has a 3rd. So 2nd action. The heater is done. We can't do storehouse anymore. What are we doing, really? We don't need to build anything. Wow. Well, we might need a shovel if we're going to go into these things, but I don't know if it makes sense this late in the game. I think we're going to keep looking outside because it's fun. So he's going to look outside. He's going to go... Oh, can she build the rainwater collector now? That would be handy. Yeah, no, we don't have the components. We don't have the components. We're not going to build a chair now. Actually, components might be a good idea to get some more of. So let's have her go and poke about for components. And then what is he doing? Yeah, we need more components actually. And he can also do it. This place is special because it says any number of characters. So let's do that. Let's just get some components. We are set for the next day. So let's start with that. So we're gonna roll twice here. So Pavli, 9. He gets 4 wood or components. I'm getting so lucky right now in this game. It's silly. We're taking 4 components. And then for Emilia, That's a 5. That's 2 wood or components. We're taking 2 wood, I think. So now we can build basically anything we want here in the next day. We have a bunch of materials here to build from. So I mean, next day we could build like, I don't know what we'll build. We'll see. So that was good. Let's see what happened out here. We're gonna do the visitors again. Give it a good shuffle again. And see what we get. And it's going to be an arrival. Oh, that's exciting. That's really cool. Get a new character. And all right, so this guy is going to bring meds. So that's perfect. We needed meds. So here we go. I like it. We have 2 meds now. A knife. I don't even know if there is a knife anymore. We have 2 knives already. I think there is a 3rd knife. Oh, there is a 3rd knife. Okay. We have all the knives. All the knives belong to us. We get 3 mechanical parts. You know what? I'm just gonna take 1 mechanical part. And we're gonna spend the other 2 to complete this objective. So that's done. We gave them all the mechanical parts they need. And that's at any moment we can do that, so why not? And then we're gonna get a new person. It's going to have hunger 3 though. It's a really hungry person, but we do have food, so I'm not that worried about that. So hunger 3, and shuffle this back into the visitor deck, and let's see who we found. Good, yeah, I was thinking about the reinforced door, but we didn't have the components for it. But now we have the components, so we could do that. As we have 1 more action with Pavle. We actually might get an action from this guy as well, or girl that's showing up. We might do that. Okay, so we found. Oh, we just keep finding all of these gray characters. We're not finding the good ones. So Emira, she's actually an expansion character. Here she is. I don't remember which expansions she's from, but one of them. I think it's Tale from the Ruined City. Okay, so she's here. She's the yellow character. We're going to add her here as well. Put the cat somewhere. And so she comes in with hunger 3. Let's talk about her a little bit. She's homeless. Her special thing is quite okay. Once per scavenging, when she's present, we add a vegetable to the findings pile. She can always find a vegetable when we're out scavenging from nowhere. So she's basically always going to be on the scavenging team, because that's good. And she has 3 inventory, 5 empathy, which is okay. Her habits are she needs moonshine or alcohol. Oh, she's an alcoholic. So that's a bit harsh to have that as a spirit thing, as a habit. And B is if she's hungry, lower her hunger by 1. She will automatically be less hungry. That's amazing. And C is if she's miserable, level 2 or 3, it raises by 1. So she could kill herself. If she's at miserable level 3, then she would go to 4. So we got to be careful with that, obviously. All right. Well, it wasn't that bad of a character, I think. So, all right, so Lev is saying that he's waiting for Tainted Grail to be translated into Russian. Oh yeah, Tainted Grail is an awesome game. Such a good game. I have everything for it now as well, all the expansions and everything. I haven't played the expansions yet. They arrived just recently. I look forward to doing that because I really like the base game. I played through that. And I did, if you haven't seen that, I did a playthrough as well for the Tainted Grail, the base game. Anyway, that was Emira. I'm happy that she showed up. And she brought some nice stuff, some more meds and so on. She's hungry, but we can handle that. She has 2 actions as well. So she can do 2 things. So let's do her and Pavle. They're going to do their actions here together. And now we have the components, right? So I think we're just going to go for this door. Why not? We might get some stuff from that. So she's going to go pick a lock. Pavle is going to go and build a reinforced door. Just in case. Just in case for later on. Might need it. Or he's not actually, because we don't have an electrical part. We had so many parts earlier. But all of a sudden we don't have an electrical part. We have mechanical parts, but Right, so then let's not build it. Is there anything else we want to build? We build a deadfall trap. That could get us food. Then you need chems to like trigger it. We do have chems, but it's like a long process to get it working. And the same is true for most of these things. It's like such a long process to get them going. You know what? Let's build a rainwater collector. I wanted to build it earlier, and it is really nice. So, yeah, let's build it. So it costs 5 components, 2 wood, a filter. That's the filter I've been holding on to, and a mechanical part. We're gonna place it here, and it's gonna be really sweet, I think. So that's done, and he's actually back. Now she's gonna try to pick the lock. So she rolls, it's a 1, so she fails. But then we don't lose the lockpick. Okay. 4 people, I like it. And now she has 1 more action. Now she's gonna go and trigger the water collector. So we're gonna put a weight token. So now we get to see how this works. We've never done this before. We're putting this here. Then at the end of the day, when we resolve the weight tokens, then we're gonna roll a die. On a 1, we get 1 water. 2 to 5, we get 2 water. 6 to 8, we get 3 water. 9 to 10, we get 4 water. So we guaranteed get something out of that. And that's a nice way, because then we don't need to carry home as much water. We can carry home other stuff instead. I do like that idea. So that was all the actions. Now we need to eat and drink and so on. Let's do that. And we are going to start off with water. We have 4, so we're just gonna use those 4 for everyone. Raw food, well, she definitely needs to eat, so we're giving her raw food. And we're not giving anyone else raw food because we don't need to. They're not hungry. Let's just give... it doesn't really matter. Let's give Bruno some vegetables. And then, so these 2 will become hungry level 1 because they're not eating. We do need to find some food next day here. Well, we have 1 raw food left. And she goes down to level 2. Instead of 3 because of her raw food. So she's not as in such danger there. So that's good. And remember, she can find vegetables when we go out with her. We haven't done the cat, by the way. Let's do the cat because that might give us more food. I forgot about the cat. It's a 9, yeah. So the 9 gives us 1 more raw food. But again, we don't want to spend it on these because they weren't hungry to begin with. So we're gonna just keep that. But then we have 2 out of the 4 food we need for tomorrow. So I'm not that worried about that. That's awesome. Okay, the cat. I think the cat over the game. I think 2 times it's lowered misery and 2 or 3 times it's given us raw food. The cat is really good. It really makes the game easier to have a cat. The dog was nice as well, but he ran away, so we didn't feed him. That was the problem. All right, that was everything for that phase. Now we're gonna go into the night phase, and I think everyone is gonna do something because why not? Not like we need anyone to sleep. So Emira will get 1 fatigue. Bruno will go up to 2. We can use the bed for him tomorrow. Emilia goes up to 2. And Pavle is at 1. So now we go out and so on. And yeah, we like eating mice in this place. So where are we going? Well, we're not going to have a night raid. So, let's put Emilia on watch, and she doesn't need a weapon or anything, because nobody's coming. Then everyone else is going out. So this is the time where we could start gambling. Like, we know we're going to meet the thugs, right? If we give everyone a weapon now, we could just try to kill the thugs. Because we are going to meet them. We don't really have a way around it. When we start scavenging, we're going to have to, at some point, meet residents. You know what? Let's do it. It's fun. Well, it's not fun. But, you know, it's interesting. And we have 4 people. We're doing good on everything, basically, right now. I'm not worried about any parameter. We're really close to the end. So, yeah. Let's bring pistol with 2 ammo. Emira can't re-roll, so she gets the worst weapon, basically. She gets a knife. and a hatchet for Bruno. So we're all packed and ready. And what do we bring with us? In case we could trade, we do need some more food. So let's bring some jewelry with us. Some shells. We're not bringing meds. Bring a lockpick. And I think that's it. We want cigarettes, we want coffee because we have people that need it now. We want bandages. So yeah, I think we're good so far. So where do we go then? I think we are going to this. Are we going to the sniper junction? It's scary though. We're doing so good. I don't want to risk it and someone gets sniped. Let's go to the church. The church is good, and we have 12 cards over at the church, so that's fine. So 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Right. And let's start exploring. We start off with ignore this card or hideout. Return as many exploration cards as you wish and lower the noise by the same amount. Well, the noise is at 1, so we don't need to do that. Stairs down. Look for another way. Return 3 exploration cards or raise the noise by 3 and roll for the noise. I kind of want to fight now. So let's 1, 2, 3. Let's roll. That's 8, so we're fine. We don't need to fight yet. Then search the heap. Raise the noise by 1 and roll for the noise. Let's do that. I'm a bit loosey-goosey now, but I'm feeling good about this. And that's a 4. Okay, so now we're gonna meet the thugs. So here we go. We knew they were coming, and we needed to meet them at some point. So let's do it. This is gonna be interesting. So first of all, we determine the number of thugs. Roll the black die. Let's roll low now. That's a 7. That's not low. Well, it's 2 thugs. They are going to be armed with a knife. Could have been worse. And the other guy has a... Oh, also a knife. Oh, wow, we're getting lucky here. Randomizing tokens over here. So we have 2 guys with knives. That could have been a lot worse. This is actually looking good here. So combat begins automatically. We can try to stop the fight. Oh, actually it says after defeating all enemies, C33. So we do get something probably from taking them out. I mean, they're thugs. They're attacking us. I'm not going to feel bad about attacking them. All right, thank you, Lev. Have a good night's sleep, and you know you can always watch these videos afterwards. You can watch the end of this video tomorrow or something if you want to. So it's gonna be on YouTube. Thank you so much. All right, let's start the fight. So we're going to start off with. I'm gonna start by shooting. Why not? So he's gonna spend an ammo to fire the pistol, and he got 2 hits. So this guy, boom boom, takes 2 hits. Then we're going to have Bruno with the hatchet hit this guy. Actually, when you do the firing, see here, if we had, you do the firearms first. And if I would have, oh, if you have an assault rifle, you can discard 2 ammo and do 2 shots. Wow. If I had killed him, then he would never get to fight back, right? So that's why you do the shooting first to see how it goes. But now we're doing the hatchet. So Bruno, and he got a. Wait, how does that work? Is that an insta kill? I think it is. When you get the hatchet symbol. Yeah, target dies immediately. Wow. So he immediately kills this guy, but everything happens at the same time, so he still gets to act. So, but he's dead. Then we do the knife for Emira, and she misses. She doesn't have any rerolls. Okay. So then we do knife for these 2 guys because they get to fight back. It's like it's happening at the same time, right? So this guy he misses, but he gets a reroll when he misses. And he gets a hatchet, but he's using a knife, so this is a miss for him. So he's dead. Don't worry about him anymore. The other guy, that's the hatchet, he misses, and that's through. Oh, wow! That is nasty. 3 hits. Okay, I thought this was just like a walk in the park here with this combat, but 3 hits. Okay, so distribute the wounds dealt by enemies as you choose between characters present in combat. So we're taking 3 hits. How do I distribute that? Basically, I mean, we could just kill off Bruno, but I'm not going to do that. We still have bandages, so Paulus should not be wounded level 2 or 3. That would be bad for him. I think I'm going to do... But I've used Fate for Amira. No, I rolled one of these. So, like, it has to be this little symbol there. Use the Fate card. And it doesn't matter because he still gets to strike back, right? So how do I solve this? 3 wounds. Okay, Bruno's going up to 2. That's 1. And I think that we only have 2 bandages, so I don't want to like wound everyone a little bit. Amira is also going to go up to 2 wounds. Sorry, Amira. That's how we're going to do it. Because Emilia and Pavle are our original characters. Like, I care a little bit more for them. I get attached to them. Yeah, so he did get a good slashing in there. But now we're going to start the next round of combat. And I'm going to shoot. Because if I can take him out right away, he never gets to hit back. We're going to spend an ammo. And that's 2 hits. So we take him out right away. So he never gets to hit back. Which is so important. I might have done the last combat wrong, actually. Thinking of that. I don't know. But okay, so we did take some wounds, but we got rid of them. And now we're going to read 33. So let's see what that means. Hope we're going to get some good stuff out of this. 33. Fresh blood slowly soaks into the ground. We search the bodies. Shuffle the residence card back into the residence deck. Draw and resolve 1 card from the findings deck. Furniture chart, and we don't get the special finding. We also get all the weapons from the opponents. Problem is they had knives, and we already own all the knives in the game, so we don't get anything. But we get a furniture thing here, so we get a weapon part. And we get some raw food, which is nice. Well, it would have been nice. Well, there's one. I was afraid we didn't have any. But we don't get to roll the die. That was the special thing there. Okay. And sadly, like, I mean, it was good. It's good that they didn't have guns, because that would have been really bad. But on the other hand, then we would have gotten the guns when we killed them. Now we didn't get any items, so like weapon loot. So. All right, so let's keep exploring. No, actually, we should do the heap as well. That's why we did all this, because the heap. So the heap says electrical part. It's good, we do need that. And a shell and a filter. And I don't think we have 2 shells, so there should be 1 more. And there's a bit, oh, there it is. Find them. Right. Then we also get to roll the die. That's a 10. Perfect 10. That means in the church we get jewelry. I just hope we don't have all the jewelry already. We have 2. Is there a 3rd? Might not be, actually. Oh, wow. That's wasteful. Okay, I'm gonna check this. Is it supposed to only be 2 jewelry? Yeah. Oh, if I had known that. Well, it doesn't matter. I didn't know that I was gonna roll a 10, right? So. But yeah, okay. So basically then the church is not that great right now for me. I need to trade away those jewelry that we have under there in the stack before I go to the church. Alright, let's keep exploring. Poke about. Yeah, that's good because we can get alcohol that way. So we return an exploration card and we can choose something. I'm going to choose the 100% alcohol from the church. But she might need it because she's an alcoholic, right? So I think I saw something. Return as many exploration cards as you wish. Roll the black die. I don't want to meet someone. I don't have to. So let's return 2. Roll the black die. And a 10. Okay, so we're not going to meet anyone. Then hiding place. No, we're going to ignore that. We don't have that many cards left. Search the furniture. Yes, please. So I'm going to go the safe route. We're going to return to... Well, we're not really getting that much stuff right now. We need more food. Yeah, okay. Let's raise the noise by 1 and roll for the noise. Come on. Yes, a 9. Fine. Right, we're going to find furniture. Oh, vegetable. Perfect. Moonshine. That's good as well. Again, for the alcohol. And sugar. And we're going to roll the die. That's a 5. I don't think we get... No, 5 is nothing. All right. Well, that was a good result anyway. Bunch of stuff. And let's do exploration. It's a heap. Private, but it doesn't matter right now. So, raise the noise by 1 and roll for the noise. 6, so we're fine. And we're doing a heap. And reality impact. Okay, so let's look at a color card. This is a rare find. This is my favorite part of the game. It's gray. Okay. So we look at the special finding for gray on the church. And that is 826. Looking at 826. What did we find? Whatever our creed and worldview, walking around inside the church, we feel the kind of exaltation and respect. It feels like the sound of the organ is about to fill the room. Even now that every day is a test of our humanity, this temple is a shelter to many. Every step, every pebble under our feet, every time we trip, the sound is amplified and echoes around the room. The assault severely damaged the walls and floors, uncovering the oldest part of the basement and the tombs. Following a brief inspection, we leap into the dark of one of the tombs. We manage to find 3 bottles. It's wine. No, it's not just ordinary wine. This one's at least 100 years old. So we can choose now. Moral choices. We can choose to... The priest would be happy if we gave it back to him. We know where to find him. Or we could choose, we might be dead tomorrow. Let's go home and drink the wine together. Write wine 826111 on a blank token and place it on a findings pile. Treat it as a green token with a value of 10 and a weight of 1 for each of the lines. So and then we can go home basically and drink wine. After you return to the shelter, you can inspect the wine more closely. If you don't manage to take the wine, you can hide it. Leave the corresponding token on the findings pile. And we can go back for it later. Wow, I don't know. We're gonna take the wine steal it from the basement of the church. I mean, I suppose it will lower misery. We only have 1 character with misery 1, so it's not that I prioritize it. It's gonna weigh 3. You know what? Let's give it back to the priest. Let's do something good here. Surprise, then shock, then a grinning smile on the priest's face tell us that all we need to know about our discovery. Thank you, and you could have kept it for yourselves. You don't even know how much this wine is worth. One day when this war is over, I don't have much, but I will repay you whatever I can, says the priest in gratitude. Add a canned food. Wow, we got a canned food. And a bandage. Okay, I'd rather have a bandage and canned food than the wine. Nice. Perfect. That was a good choice. You know, sometimes in this game, it's not that often, it's very rare actually, but sometimes making the right choice, so to speak, is actually rewarding. Most of the time it's more like, yeah, I do not get anything from doing the right thing. But I'm happy for that. We did get something for sort of not stealing from the church. So yeah, alright. That was cool. Then we're gonna place this under here because this can't happen again at the church. There, and then we're gonna do the last exploration card, and it is stairs up. I don't care about this. Let's just end the exploration there. We don't care about that. So that is the exploration. We ended it, and in terms of things here, what do we have? We have 6. We have 10 in what we can carry. And we're carrying our weapons, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need water though. We might get some water from the water collector. We're gonna keep these things. We're not gonna bring these things home. Are we bringing the electrical part? I think so. Because there was like, if we want to reinforce the door, we needed that. So the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can bring 2 water home, which is a bit risky. We don't know how much water we will get from the water collector. But if we roll at least a 2, we get 2 water. So then we have 4, which is what we need for the team. So I'm happy with this. We'll stick with this. I want to have this alcohol as well. That might come in handy. So now let's go to the nitrate phase, but it's really quick. We're just going to discard this. Nothing happened. We just skipped the whole phase. So the rugged hoodlums are still coming next day, but we do have the vigilant watch as well, and the board up, so I'm not that worried. So now everyone is coming home, and we have our items here. We don't have any ammo now for the pistol, so if we can find ammo, it would be good if we could trade actually, because we have so much value here in terms of jewels and stuff. So if we could trade, that would be perfect. We can sell a lockpick. Yeah, we have canned food. We have 3 raw food. I mean, I'm not even gonna worry about jinxing this game. I think we have made it. There's like 2 days left or something, and we have so much stuff. It's insane. We have 3 bandages, 2 meds. We have weapons. We have food. We have, well, we don't have all the water we need right now, but I think we might get it. So, all right. And actually, let's resolve that right away then. Since we're coming home here, we are going to go straight into the fate card, right? So let's see what the fate card brings. And we don't have any cold. We got rid of all the cold. I mean, this is insane. All right, so oh wait. Of course, before we did that, we would have done this. We would have done bandages. I was too quick now. That's obvious. I'm not even feeling like I'm cheating. I'm actually running out of time because I need to end this stream, and because we're gonna, in 30 minutes, there's gonna be Draco's Christmas giveaway where we're gonna give away games and stuff. So I need to get ready for that stream. So I will have to end the stream and continue this game tomorrow. I didn't plan for that, but we're gonna have to do it that way. These guys are ill, so let's give them some meds. And yeah, okay. Raise the wounds of all wounded, unbandaged characters by 1. Nobody is unbandaged and wounded. Lower the illness of all characters who took meds by 2. Oh, so we're actually like overdoing it here. They only had illness 1. And then we discard the med tokens. So we gave them meds. They are fine now. But it's still worth it. I mean, I still like getting rid of those before it spirals out of control. If cold tokens minus board ups equals 5, we have no cold tokens. We have 3 board ups. We don't need to worry about that. Exchange the nearest small location, which is the one that we've never been to. It's the abandoned cottage, so that's gone. And the new one is Old Town. It's a large location. And okay. Weight token. So now we do the weight token for the first time. So now we're gonna roll and see how much water we get. It's a, well, it's kind of cocked, but it's a 10. So we get, wow. So we get 4 water. Wow. Yeah, this game is like just everything is just going perfect right now. And we are so close to the end. I only won this game once, I think, or twice maybe, in a bunch of tries. So, and then we do Spirit A on all characters, right? So Spirit A is over here. It is discard a moonshine or alcohol or increase. Yeah, so we're gonna give her some moonshine. It's fine. He can have a drink. Discard a cigarette. He will have a cigarette. She will have a coffee. So all the habits kicked in now. Drinking and coffee and everything. And no effect on Pablo. Pablo doesn't care about habits. That's his strength there. So that's the end of the day almost. We're going to do a narrative action card as well. And then Let's see what we get here. I don't want rumors. I want something else. So Night Owl. Oh, this is a good one. Play at the beginning of the evening phase. Choose a character. This character may perform all of their actions again as if it was a day actions phase. That is so good. Or kick the door down. Play during the day actions phase or during the scavenge phase, you automatically open a closed door. We have a closed door, but I don't even need to open that. I don't care about that. So let's go with Night Owl. This is awesome. This will give us an extra, like, if we can make sure that someone is like rested and so on, that could be 3 more actions. We can do a bunch of stuff. All right, perfect. I'm gonna keep that. That's so good. All right. So that's the end of day 7. So in the next stream, tomorrow, I didn't plan for this, but we're going to do a 3rd stream. Tomorrow, we're going to go into day 8. And we have one more day here before we get to chapter 3. We have already completed this objective. When we get to chapter 3, there's 3 different ending cards. So we don't really know when the game is going to end. It might be 3 more days, or it might just be 1. We'll see. That's going to be so exciting. I hope we can get there. I think so, because everything is looking great. So yeah, that is the 2nd playthrough. This was day 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, I think. If I recall correctly. I'm losing count on which day we're on. But I had a really good time. Such a good time. This game is so fun. And it's been fun having you guys in the chat, watching as well, helping me out. Really helped me out there at some points when I made a mistake there with Pavle and the mystery. That was awesome. And really, thank you so much for all the nice things you said in the chat as well about the channel. I really appreciate it. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna later on tonight. I'll post a stream for tomorrow. Tomorrow evening we're gonna do. It's gonna be in the afternoon, I guess, because we're doing Robinson Crusoe tomorrow as well. So yeah, I'm gonna post another stream so we can finish the game. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening or morning or whenever you're watching. Take care. Bye bye.